Okay, I meant top right. This hand. This hand.
Hello, 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 boys, girls. How you all doing? Welcome, one and all, to Merry Madness. I'm being joined, I'm the Shadow of the Hawk, and I'm being joined on my channel by Kat, the Corpus Taco Maker.
I make tacos. Not out of Corpus. I make tacos for the Corpus.
Whatever she says to sleep at night.
What was that?
Ignore that. That was my alarm to remind me to start streaming. I set that before I realized I could schedule the stream. So, pretty interesting week. Midterms. I just have one little friendly thing. I just need to. This is to all of you individuals who are counting the votes.
What?
Wait, did I share? Oh, I'm not sharing it properly. Hold on. Present. Share screen. Share screen. I want that one. There we go. Yeah. Fuckers, it's been 2 days. Why are you not done counting the votes?
I just give it to the Republicans. Come on.
Like,
do it to spite Biden. Come on, he's annoying.
Also, all the articles where it's like Republicans beaten, Republicans put the Republicans are still winning the House, fucktards. And unless the Republicans have the 5 remaining seats that are on the docket, they're like. Also, this right here pisses me off. How they put like the 2 other on the Democrat side, because it's like, oh, the Republicans and no, the Republicans only have 46. I mean, Democrats only have 46. Republicans have 48. The Republicans only need 3 to get a majority. The Democrats need 5. Like it's stupid. Like this chart pisses me off so much because they're trying to cover up something very, 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 very noticeable.
Well, they've been trying to cover up a lot of things. I saw a tweet from someone, and I'm purging my Twitter because I want to be able to okay, fine. I want to be able to tell DE about my Warframe stories, and I'm not going through my past history and go, oh, she's one of them. Obviously, if I'm a fan of the Corpus, I'm one of them. Come on. But someone tweeted on Twitter, like, under Trump, this number of jobs were created. Then under Biden, and it's like, wait a minute. But under Trump, something happened in 2020, and he shut down the country and closed all the places of work. So a ton of jobs were lost. By the time Biden came back, all the jobs were coming back. So no, they weren't created out of nothing.
Yeah, no, it's just everything's coming back on. Also, one thing that they like to do, and I give Biden the same credit. I give Biden like this same credit. You don't use the I think like a lot of people I think use 2019 as like Trump's trash because no, not 2019, sorry, 2020 is when COVID started, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 2020. They use 2020 with like all the lockdowns as proof. Like if you separate 2020 from Trump's economics and Trump's like job creation and all that, his term was a lot better than Biden's. Now, yes, Biden's also having to pick up the slack with COVID, but a few things that aren't COVID related, him closing several pipelines, him pulling out of Afghanistan in like,
oh God,
literally switch the order, pull out equipment, then pull out the people.
That was the dumbest.
Like straight up. I know a guy up here in college, and I'm talking about that, and I'm like, Trump would have handled this better. And he's like, how do you know? Because Trump wouldn't have left the supplies behind. Like, literally, to be 100% better, to have 100% better Afghanistan withdrawal, you take the tanks first, then you take the people out.
Let me put it another way. You and I, each of us separately, could have done this better, and neither of us have any military experience.
Yeah, like the only military experience I have is video games.
Yeah, same. I mean, the only thing...
which is why, like, when we were in Discord and you were like talking about like violence and stuff, I'm like, Kat, you're a gamer. Killing a person would not be easy for you, and you're gonna like be horrifically traumatized from taking a life.
No, it depends on who. As I said, I'm a
no, Kat. It's like they're part of the reason, like, human beings are wired to not kill other human beings. You either need to be a broken individual or you need to be conditioned.
Which is to make them not think that they are human, which when you harm children, to me, that makes you not human.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna see the face. You're gonna see that's a human face. Now, if it's one of those like otherkin or one of those people covered in face tattoos, it'll be super
No,
easy. 'Cause that won't look like a human.
no. There's certain people like that doctor. No, I would, and in fact, I would not have a problem sleeping at night because I would constantly be reminding myself of the children that were spared and saved
I mean,
from this. Look at me.
my general opinion on that is until you do that, you can't know for certain.
But yeah, until you do, you can't know for certain. And
Yeah,
I'll
it's
probably
like
never get the
Alexia
opportunity.
asked me a question about like SAO, like would I want to be an SAO? Hell fucking yeah. Not because I want the power fantasy, but because I want to know what kind of person I would be in that situation. Will I be a
What
good
is it?
man, a bad man, a brave man, a coward?
What is an SAO?
Sword Art Online. It's an anime. Basically,
Oh
people
yes.
stuck in a video game. I do not recommend it. I have a very love, hate, super hate relationship with that show.
Wait.
It has interesting concepts, interesting characters that get butchered by the fact that it's an isekai harem anime.
No, but the thing is also, isn't that the basis for all those tweets and announcements and stuff about a VR headset that will kill you?
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I don't,
Yeah. Because,
is
like,
that real?
I think, like, the 9th of November or, like, the 9th of August or, like, something like that. So in SAO, they, like, the Nerve Gear came out in, like, 2022. And the Nerve Gear is, like, a full dive VR system where you basically plug yourself into the video game. Which is like you would feel everything. Like you get punched in the face, you would feel that. You have like full immersion because it's your brain being uploaded into a digital space while your body is just laying there. And what makes me really, really like what would make this really, really cool is you could be asleep during it. So like you could like basically do your 9-to-5 job, hate it, and then you go home, you put on the Nerve Gear helmet, and you while your body is sleeping, you can live out your fantasies in the VR and then put your head back on, go back out to the grind. You the 8 hours of you just give yourself 8 hours of the day to just fuck off in, to eat however you want to fucking eat, and then you can spend the rest of your waking hours like perfecting yourself. And what's even better is in universe, it's very easy to make money in the game. Like there are even games like Gun Gale Online where you can like transfer your in-game currency into real world money. I don't know exactly how that would work IRL because like there's no, unless people are also putting money into the game.
Yeah.
Or the company that's doing that has like some form of other reason. Like maybe, I don't know. But no, at Full Dive VR, I want that to come out. Partly because I'm a sadomasochist, just turning up the pain receptors all the way would be fucking fun.
Wait, no, oh yeah, you're right. No.
Sadomasochist, hello.
Yeah, no. This no. I'm not even a big fan of. I get where Muggsykins is coming from. Saying that they have to spend 6 months of the year indoors, and I know she's really big into the VR. And I do have a Oculus Quest 2, and I got it before it went up in price. By the way, it went up $100. Like last year, all of a sudden, just went up in price. I have not been into the metaverse or whatever the hell it's called. I just use it to play Beat Saber, and I'm trying to find.
Don't go into the metaverse. Get VR chat.
I don't even use VR chat. Why the hell am I going to use that? I only want to play.
Well, I'm saying like if you want something like the metaverse, it's cheaper, it's more stable, less issues.
Point of it?
But being able to interact in like a 3D body.
Yeah, but the people I want to interact with aren't there. You're not there. Muggsykins isn't there.
You're just a boomer. Well, it gives the perception of them being.
I am not a boomer, Habibi.
Yep,
I'm not that old.
You're old enough that if you were a dude, you'd be drafted into World War I. Okay, you're old.
Ha ha ha. Besides, it would be World War II. You know that. Don't waste my time. Why would I waste my time in World War I? I'd be too young in World War I. But World War II, maybe I'd get the cut off.
Yeah.
No. No, I said, and the reason I got the Oculus Quest 2 is because you could plug it into your PC, and I want to play Half-Life Alyx, which I'm told is very, very good, and I have not had a chance yet to do that.
Never heard that.
It's have you heard of Half-Life?
Yeah, vaguely.
It is a game.
Gordon Freeman, the guy who defeats 2 subsequent alien invasions with nothing more than the human spirit and a fucking wrench.
Oh, so he's Corpus then.
No,
wait,
he's Terran. No, he's Terran. He's
so
human.
are they Corpus?
No, they're not Terrans. Howdy, Rogue Attraction. How you doing, partner?
Ooh, it's Rogue Attraction. How are you?
Doing, man?
How goes the world of the Disneys? We were just discussing the election and how much
Yeah.
fun it was. Yeah.
Mostly how it's taken them 2 fucking days. Like at this point, as long just give us the fucking results. Election day was 2 days ago. Give it to us.
How did Florida finish it? No. Look, I am not. The Fetterman thing really broke me because you voted for somebody who is so broken. I mean.
Oh, that's rough, Rogue. Sorry. I should just put him up.
Wait,
Yeah,
I would have in my car and charging phones. Oh, no power? Wait, isn't there a hurricane in Florida right now?
There was. Is there a second hurricane?
How no power? Why no power?
Hurricane 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I remember when I was a kid, there was a hurricane that hit us. We had no school for a week. It was awesome.
I need to put these up. These are chocolate-covered espresso beans. I'm going to stay awake all night if I keep eating them.
That sounds actually pretty gross.
I need to stop eating chocolate. I'm trying to lose weight.
It sounds so gross.
Original, yeah. It
passed 66,000 with no power? What's 66,000? Blurg! Hello, Blurg.
No, it's Blurg! Blurg! How you doing, man?
What is 66,000? 66,000 what?
I have no clue. I'm not an electrician. Yeah.
Though I'll say this, I usually set the building of the store I work in. No, now, no mention it of it. I put in the wrong plug in a display and didn't realize. And when I came back the next day, they were like, there was a fire in the display. They had to get the fire extinguisher. It was like 2 months after a 1-1. Oh, homes without power.
Oh, wow.
They were like,
okay.
It was like we had just gotten a new GM.
Bezos is pissed. Yo, it's Zenny Biscuit. How you? Is that a new profile pic? Yo, it's Zenny Biscuit. Hello. Yeah, Bezos is pissed with you.
Why? Me? Rogue? What did Rogue do to be pissed at for Bezos?
No, you, Kat. You. Bezos, you burned one of the Amazon displays. Oh, you said don't mention where you work. Never mind.
Well, it could be Walmart. It could be Target. It could be GameStop.
Could be Amazon. Could be Walmart. Could be Target. Could be Kohl's. So Blurg, this is madness. Basically, just a random shit. Rogue. 1/10. So yeah, Blurg. This that's bad, Rogue. That's real bad. Holy fooge. So Blurg, this is basically just my friend Kat, wrong side. My friend Kat and I just hopping on, talking about random stuff. We have a few topics lined up. We were kind of discussing the election a little bit. The thing that I kind of wanted to segue into was Steven Crowder being taken off YouTube, allegedly for just having Carrie Lake on for an interview.
But on the other hand, I saw a video from Tim Pool saying he did phenomenal on Rumble.
Yeah, I was there for like 2 hours of it. I was there. It was a blast. It was awesome. He got like up to 350,000 people on Rumble, and he passed to 1 million subscribers on Rumble.
Yeah, I'm hearing. I'm streaming on Rumble when I can. I'm paying the $10. I also plan on paying the $8 for the blue check mark.
Yeah, I'm not doing either because I don't have the disposable income. Though I will start putting my new videos on Rumble. I'll start like transplanting some content over towards Rumble, and then if I ever blow up on Rumble, I'll fuck you, YouTube. I want to be here.
You can automatically mirror. That's why I like Rumble a lot better than Rumble changed. Rumble used to be unable to mirror your YouTube account. Now it does. So when I live stream, for example, even if I'm not live streaming live to Rumble, because the video that I live stream on YouTube eventually becomes a video on YouTube available for view, it automatically gets uploaded to Rumble.
Huh. I'll need to figure out how to set that up.
it's some way you when you're there on your account, it tells you how to just mirror to. They used to not have that, which is why I actually automatically mirror to Odyssey. But honestly, I don't really go to Odyssey very much because
Yeah,
apparently
not a
if
lot of
you're
people do. One thing I noticed though is on Rumble there is a noticeable gap in the Total War Warhammer market. Like there are some videos there, but they don't have a lot of views. So my goal is to make some very high quality Total War Warhammer videos, put them on that channel, put them on Rumble, advertise the fuck out of them, and then just make that my brand on Rumble, and hopefully either fill a niche in the market, or I was going to do this anyway, might as well do it on an app that doesn't hate me.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to stream more and more on Rumble as well, because I feel like we need to turn it into a place where you can find gaming and other normal stuff, because one of the advantages about YouTube is there's just so much variety.
Yeah, there's so much content. Rumble doesn't have a lot.
Yeah. So we need to put more and more of the variety of content everywhere. But like I said,
so Rogue, that's not so if you either pay for it or you need to get up to 100 subs on Rumble, is my understanding.
So,
Kat is not there because of reasons, so she's deciding to pay. Me, I'm gonna try the grind. I don't like pay to win.
well, I think last I checked I was around 70. The thing is, as I said, I just
Sub to her Rumble, boys and girls. Sub to her Rumble.
I'm at wait this whole thing, it's also not very user friendly. I will not deny it is not very user friendly on Rumble.
I haven't had too many issues, though. A lot of people apparently found issues with the Amazon Prime Video app, and it's intuitive to me. So
I'm at 72.
Yo, Samuel the Infamous.
With you,
Howdy, Master of the Box.
Oh yes, I need to show you how I did it, and I have to figure out again how I did it from StreamYards.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have to do locals too. I do have a locals, but I haven't been paying attention to it. Maybe I should focus on locals instead of my community tab. I
have absolutely no clue, Rogue. I know like 300,000 people hopped on for a Steven Crowder stream, but also like he's got a massive following on YouTube, and he'd been telling everyone to hop over to Rumble. So that it's not very viable for a lot of other people. But I mean, again, he and a lot of other like big time people are promoting Rumble as hard as they can. So
yeah,
for all we know, they might be hopping over, or more people might be hopping over to Rumble. Yeah.
I mean, compared to YouTube, it's not as intuitive, but they're probably going to work more on improving it. Yeah. But I also like that's why I'm willing to pay the $10, because I want to do the alternative. You have 2 accounts. Wait, who has 2 accounts?
I have. He's saying yeah. You have 2 accounts for some reason. I have.
No, I only have 1 Rumble account.
He might be talking to Samuel. He might be talking to me. I have absolutely no clue.
I mean, technically, for example, every email account from Gmail gives you a YouTube. So actually, I have let's see, I've got Feline Revolution. Then I've got Hellcat here.
I think you can make multiple channels with just 1 email.
Oh no, well I have 1 per email account. So I have, for example, Housecat Hero. I have Feline Revolution. I actually have an email account because I was on called Corpus Viso.
That's your Guild Wars one, right? Where's my water?
No, my Guild Wars one is actually Feline Revolution. That's my main one. I've been trying to. Actually, the reason I made it was because I was afraid that there would be an issue between my Guild Wars 2 through their server account and my Steam account, because Steam is through Feline Revolution, but I haven't figured out yet how to change my email address on my
Rogue, YouTube is way bigger, so it's going to be a lot harder to it's going to be a lot harder, but I mean, YouTube's making some dumb mistakes. For all we know, there might be a lot more of a mass exodus to Rumble.
The problem is, I think the problem is it's sort of like Twitter. Okay. a lot of people, yeah, we have some people talking about mass exodus, but what made me realize how stupid the mass exodus is because several people who, first off, like I said, I don't want people leaving Twitter because there are people I follow on Twitter who I will never agree with, but I still like to follow them because they don't always post how they're gay and yay and celebrate it and how wonderful it is and oh joy. I don't care who you sleep with. I'm sorry. I get that you're so proud that you like to sleep with someone. I don't care. Okay, I really, I don't care.
Well, yeah, no, and yeah, keep going. Sorry, and I'm actually going to.
But one of the things, but the thing that made me realize that eventually these people are going to come back to Twitter is Bungie's on Twitter. Digital Extremes is on Twitter. And the channel tied to that account.
I'm just plugging Samuel. Keep talking.
All of the big companies are still on Twitter. Like I said, Bungie. If you're a fan of Destiny, you're not leaving Twitter if you want to be able to keep up to date with Bungie. Verizon is on Twitter. If you have an issue or an outage with your internet, you can go to Verizon through Twitter. And I have looked at their updates from Twitter. T-Mobile, Mint, you name it. Every company is still on Twitter. And not a single one of them has said, hey, I'm leaving Twitter.
They've got the infrastructure already established.
Yes. So no matter how much Marina Sirtis or whoever says they're leaving Twitter, at the end of the day, the majority of the people are not.
Sorry, Samuel. Samuel just made me laugh. Samuel, you got to let it cool down. Don't just eat it out of the oven, man.
And it's the same. That's the problem that Rumble has, which is why no matter how big Parler became, again, these big companies were not on Parler.
Didn't they like actively kill Parler?
Well, they did also actively kill it. But the reason I didn't think Parler would ever fully reach Twitter status has nothing to do with the lefties or the righties or whatever. It's like I said, it hit me a couple days ago. Bungie's on Twitter. Bungie isn't going to go to Mastodon. Bungie isn't going to go to Parler or Getter. Bungie's on Twitter.
Twitter is too big to fail. And that's what I find really funny about all these people who are like, oh, we're running from Twitter. We're going to Mastodon. And we're going to Truth Social. And we're going to this. The people that you've been banning and kicking and scaring off for the last like 10 years are there. Do you really think that they're going to welcome you with they're going to welcome you with open arms?
Did you see what somebody was posting? Someone was on Mastodon and they were using some language that wasn't even allowed on Twitter. And they're like, why are you on Mastodon then? They have even less restrictions. I'm tempted to create a secret private Mastodon account.
Yeah, no, it's
unconnected to me just so I could say
no, it's connected to you, Kat. They'd figure it out through your IP address and stuff. Like no matter when you make anything, like yeah, no, like that, like that's they know.
But that's why the other problem with Rumble's going to be popular. Don't get me wrong, but unless the problem is it's not going to get a massive influx of users because again, Bungie's on YouTube, EA's on YouTube. Every video, every company.
Samuel, you are 100% correct. They're leaving right now thinking like people actually give a fuck about them. Like those people who sent a letter to Elon Musk, like, listen here, Elon, we're your employees. We control your business. So you're going to listen to our demands or we're going to not work, Elon. So I'm looking at the tax reforms. You've done fuck all for the last 10 years. All of you out of my building. Just leave. Just go. But you're not apologizing. I don't need to apologize to you being a bunch of failures that I need to remove. I need to like freaking cut you away the same way you cut out a cancer. Poor Blurg.
Oh, well, I still have to install, by the way. I did pick it up. Just saying.
God of War. Boy.
Which, by the way, I finally realized that Jal Taro, and I posted this on Twitter.
Which human rights, Zenny? Which human rights? The
what?
right to the internet, the right to expensive experimental healthcare procedures, the right to ban people for disagreeing with you. Which right? Which human right are they bitching about?
Look,
I don't know.
I've already ranted about this multiple times because I'm so sick of this. Freedom of speech means everything.
Yeah.
Hate speech is freedom of speech.
Yeah.
These people act like I have.
Well, it's because they don't understand the greater context. Like I was arguing with someone. God boy. I was arguing with someone on Reddit over like somehow we got to like arguing about they were like communes that respect nature and stuff, and I'm like, I mean, I don't want to give up technology personally, but you do you. And it's like, no, we don't need to get rid of technology. We just need to get rid of capitalism. And I'm like, okay, so how are you going to make new things? How are you going to repair those things? How are you going to get the supplies to do all of this? How are you going to maintain all that? It's like, well, just make things to last. Where are you getting the supplies to do this?
Yeah.
Like, because, like, for example, to make a smartphone, to make the magic box, you need lithium. Where the fuck are you going to get lithium in a commune system that cares about the environment? Because to get to lithium, you got to rip out the ground, tear it up, ruin it. And the people who have the lithium, why would you give up a very valuable commodity for garbage?
Though I will say this.
Twitter had a human rights committee or something like that. Twitter does not need to have a human rights committee. Twitter is just a place to post cat pictures.
Which I did post a picture of the K.
100% Blurg. We need to find the bad people. How do we find bad people? People who disagree with us.
Though you'd like this, I just remembered when you mentioned communism. So I posted a couple things on Twitter that are like, all right, where he's like, where is it? It's like, oh god damn it.
Yeah, no, I freaking annoy, like, okay, fine. You can believe in communism, you can believe in Marxism, you can believe in anarcho ecology, whatever the hell that person was talking. Fine, you can believe all that. Just acknowledge that this and your Starbucks latte are products of capitalism. Like, actually, really good example. You know how like 5 years ago, AirPods were like $200?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I got this pair of wireless headphones for $20 the other day. That's capitalism in action, fucktards.
Yeah.
That would not happen under a communist system. Why? Because why invent new things if you're going to get none of the gains, none of the benefits? It's all going to go to the commune. Why would I waste my time, my resources inventing something if I'm not going to get any of the benefits from it?
Well, what about the OnePlus phones? I remember the OnePlus phones were very, very cheap and they were very good. Now they're even more expensive. But that's why I like the fact that we have 3 consoles. Like when I spoke with the guy from Nintendo, it's like, no, we don't want to get rid of Xbox or PlayStation because Xbox forces PlayStation and Nintendo to do better. PlayStation forces Xbox and Nintendo to do better. You don't want one dominant because then they'll get lazy and complacent. Though,
they're getting lazy and complacent. We need a 4th person to enter that ring. Samuel, I expect you to be on that. I expect the tentacle console within the next 3 to 5 business days.
Did you know Apple made a console?
Stadia?
No, Apple.
Yeah, isn't Stadia Apple?
No, Stadia is Google.
Oh. Wait, what the fuck? Apple made a console? I know KFC made a console.
Yes, it was called the Apple Pippin. Huh. Not making this up. It did not have much of a release. But Apple, the iPhone company. And it was called the Pippin. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Hey,
it's a defunct open and marked as a. Here it is.
Yeah.
Though
I will say with a lot of people, I do kind of agree on aspects of capitalism. This is one of the biggest counterpoints of capitalism. Skylanders. I went home for the weekend. That's why I had no Skyrim chill stream on Sunday. And yeah, Blurg, I'm confused as well.
There it is. I just sent you the link in the private chat.
Private chat?
Yes.
Gotcha. The Apple Pippin.
Yes.
Huh. That's weird.
I even spoke with a guy from Apple.
The Tolkien estate should sue them.
Well, that too. No, wait 1 sec. I wrote how the corpus protect kids. So let me explain communism. Viso immediately covered Tiket's ears. What is wrong with you? He's just a child. That is highly inappropriate.
Communism in the Corpus Union.
No. Or, and do you know what they called it? Said Tiket dramatically. Universal health care. Universal health care.
Blurg,
yelped in horror.
I got you the link. There you go, man.
Yeah.
There you go, Blurg.
You posted in the There actually was a video game console, multimedia platform for video game console, internet, and it had a couple of games too. I don't remember all the details. But it was a video game console.
Wait, what about?
I remember hearing about a couple games that came out for it.
Well, Zenny said something about Elvira, and I don't see it.
Elvira, yeah, I saw something about. Elvira said she was leaving Twitter till they bring back the human rights folks.
Yeah, okay, I remember that now. I remember that. Yeah. No, like it just these people infuriate me. It's annoying. Like no one gives a fuck about who you are. Please stop acting like a child. Though to be fair, me calling them a fucking child and saying no one cares about them, is part of like what it's like. Like my younger sister would get uppity, like she would do pranks, like leave eggs in my pillow because she just wanted any kind of attention. Same thing with these people. They just want people to look at. They want to be the center of attention, and because they can't do anything that adds to the conversation, they disrupt the conversation.
I've come to realize that they don't have anything to be proud of. They don't have any personality except their identities. They
Also, Kat, I just realized something amazing.
What?
We are doing 2 times better than Friday Night Royal Rumble. We have twice the number of viewers to host.
I don't even know how many.
Let's go!
Wait, how many do we have?
We got 4 people watching, and there's 2 of us. We are twice. We've got a 200% ratio. So we are doing better than Royal Rumble, which typically only has like a 1.
Hey! Rogue Disney's in here.
Yeah, he was here. I think he left.
Yeah, well, that's just hilarious. Somebody put googly eyes on their cat's over their cat's tail, and it's like hanging down like an elephant.
Why are you on Twitter?
I am slowly, like I said, I'm purging most of my Twitter.
She's not even paying attention, and we're beating.
No, I am paying because I'm literally just deleting stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
As I said, because people have also said that they go back and they basically clean out their entire Twitter every couple months. So I'm going through and basically, especially after the election.
I did that once just because there was like the opportunity for something, and I needed to make sure like certain things that I said about a certain person weren't out in the air. Now I never said anything too nasty, but I just needed to like sterilize to make absolutely sure. But like, unless it's something that I've said when I'm in a very, very bad place, I typically leave it up. Like blurg, not blurg. Now, if that happens, you're gonna get blamed. That's technically a call to violence, blurg. Where's the likes, people?
Yeah, where's the likes?
I don't know. I don't know where the likes are.
No, well, I've posted a lot of stuff out of anger and frustration over the election. I'm not happy with some of the results. As I said, I cannot believe they voted for Fetterman. I'm sorry, you could put my cat against Fetterman, and she is more competent and capable than Fetterman. So that one is the one that really, really got to me. And the fact that apparently they also voted for a dead person, which you thought wasn't real. It's actually real. They voted for a dead person. So that
Orange Man bad, Cat. That's all you need to say. All you need to say to win an argument is Orange Man bad.
Orange Man is not dead. What are they going to do? Dig him up? Prop him up until they get someone in his place?
I mean, he's about as effective as Biden.
No, Fetterman? No, Fetterman is worse than Biden.
No, the corpse. The corpse would be about as effective.
I mean,
hey, whoa, blurg, language. This is a very religious stream. There will be no fucking profanity in this fucking stream. Do you fucking understand me?
No. Fetterman is actually more broken than Biden, because at least there are periods of time where you can talk to Biden and he understands what you are saying.
Like ice cream.
Fetterman, and I don't mean to be mean. The guy has health problems,
Yeah.
but no, the guy
Saying a
cannot
person
understand.
Saying a person who has a legitimate medical condition that might impair them from their job is not being able. Well, it is being ableist, because ableist means picking people who aren't going to cause problems due to having a disability. I don't hate the guy because he has a disability. I just think he's not a good option to do this kind of job. Maybe in 2 years he should try again, but when he's fully recovered. Samuel, you are aware that would mean no people to enjoy your hentai surprise, right?
I still have to agree with him, though. No.
Possibly. No, Blurg, you're not. It's just I happen to know that cursing is a sign of low intelligence, and you shouldn't put off those kind of fucking vibes. You understand me? Anyway.
No. Seriously, the Fetterman thing really, really broke me, because this guy is non-functional, and yet people voted for him. I am sorry, but look, let me tell you this, all right? A couple of years back, we had a position open, which we later eliminated where I work. And one of the most important things in this job was moving 75-inch TVs. Now, I can push a 75-inch, but you needed to be able to lift them and move them easily as part of the job. I can push a 65-inch. I can lift a 55. I mean, look, I'm not a weakly woman. I can do that. But a 75-inch, I can't move easily. And part of the job was being able to move 75 inches. Now, I could have been a whiny ass, forgive my language, bitch, apply for the job, and if I had gotten it, then start whining about needing people to move TVs for me. Or I could have been the mature, smart person and said, oh yeah, sure, equal employment, a woman should be able to, apply and possibly get it. Or be like, no, I'm not going to be a hindrance on my colleagues and not even apply for it, because I know that I cannot do the job. And it is the same thing here. Fetterman cannot do the job. I'm sorry. And the fact that you were dumb enough to vote for him means you should never be allowed. You know what? They should go through all the ballots and find out who voted for Fetterman or the dead dude and just ban them from voting. I am sorry. You have
no, Cat. No, don't do that. That opens up a fucking can of worms. It's just like allowing them to ban hate speech. That opens up a can of worms.
Yeah, but let's say
very, very, very. I agree. Voting should be a thing everyone's able to do, and yet pragmatically, idealistically, everyone should have the right to vote. Pragmatically, there are some people who are too stupid to vote. Let's just quickly catch up with the chat. We got says the one cussing. Yes, that's called irony.
Yes.
100% agree, Samuel. And that actually reminds me of something I saw when doing a little bit of research into the Marines, specifically their recruitment standards. I'm gonna Google those again and just put them on stream, because I know this is gonna piss Kat off after what she mentioned. And then,
bro, you can't say that. You can't say that.
Awesome, Blurg.
You can't say that.
Yes, but he's right.
No, Kat.
Okay, no,
one of the
no,
DMV groups
no.
I'm in. He's still in middle school.
Oh, he's still in middle school. Blurg, bad Blurg.
Kat, that could be taken as a school shooter threat.
Bad Blurg. No, we don't support that.
The Athenians also, the Athenians, you had to be a landowner to vote. Oh, never. My bad. He's a high schooler.
All right, high schooler. Still bad. Still bad.
Okay, look, Blurg, the only reason I'm bringing that up is if anyone ever catches you that comment, they're probably not going to do it. This is a small enough stream, but that type of shit could end you up in the current climate. That could end you up in bad.
Yeah.
Like if I were to quote Fight Club and be like, the person who wrote that seems very dangerous, and the kind of person who would snap, maybe even bring an Armalite AR-10 and walk from door to door, gunning down his coworkers. Me saying that, I prefaced that I'm quoting something. There. That's how you got to preface that first.
Yes.
You got to preface that first. Yes, Samuel, you are. You are an eldritch space entity older than time itself.
If you
Yeah.
don't vote, no, but at the same time, if you vote, who won in New York, Zeldin or Hochul?
I have no clue.
I
New
think it
York
was
is probably
Hochul.
still up in the air.
I
But
think
no,
no, I think it was Hochul won. I think it was Ilhan Omar and Hochul who won, which I sent 2 tweets to Ilhan Omar. I'm not going to send any more to her because you know what? I want to be able to stand in front of God with my consciousness clear. So I just sent her 2 tweets where I'm like, because she got voted in again. I'm like, look, you have a gift. You were given this power. You are clearly not using it in a responsible way. And I'm like, remember, we have this one thing in Arabic, ittaqillah, which means fear God. And I'm like, look, you will be judged for your actions. As a Muslim woman, she's supposed to believe that her actions, she will be judged for them. I mean, did you know Muslims aren't even supposed to give a person alcohol as a gift?
I did not know that. There's a lot of things about Islam I didn't know, though.
Well, a lot of people think Muslims can't drink. It isn't just that you can't drink. It's like, I remember one year my father came home from a Christmas party and they gave everybody a bottle of wine, and they gave him a bottle of wine without realizing. I mean, come on, this was in the 90s, all right? People didn't know what Muslims were back then, all right? My father could not give it to, so it was like, give it to someone else. And my father's like, we can't give it to someone else because what might happen if you do? If the person drinks it, becomes drunk, gets into an automobile accident, you're the one who provided them with the alcohol. It's the same thing what I'm saying about Ilhan Omar. I'm like, Ilhan Omar, even if you vote against something like unlimited abortion and you lose, do you really want to stand in front of God and say, yeah, I did support the unlimited abortion, even though I knew it was, I'm like, so I sent her 2 tweets, one today and one yesterday. I basically said, you have been gifted something. You have power. You won again. Remember your religion. Remember the fact that you'll be judged. Remember that every child that has been hurt or killed because of the laws you pushed will, Islam is very much about justice. They will be witnesses against her. So I said, this is my last tweet. I said it this morning. I sent her literally like 2 streams of tweets. I was like, this is my last one. Remember God. And look, it's because she's a Muslim. So it's like, you have to understand, I'm talking to her as a Muslim to a Muslim. I'm saying, you will be judged. She won again. She's going to ignore that. But at the very least,
Yeah. Speaking, so kind of like segueing away from that, when you brought up the standards thing, that reminded me of something
yes.
really, really.
That's
that
true.
reminded me of when you were talking about the job that you decided not to take. Let me just show you something I found out that's really, really funny to me personally. Do you notice anything about these standards?
I can't see them. It's too small.
Okay. So you have male 3 pull-ups or 34 push-ups, 2-minute time limit. Female 1 pull-up or 15 push-ups, 2-minute time limit. Run.
I can do it.
Male 1.5 mile run in 13:30. Female 1.5 mile run in 15 minutes. Plank or crunches. 40-second plank, 44 crunches. Now, according to my mom, I told my mom about this. According to her, women should be able to do these better because apparently, like, women have better core strength or something. So, shouldn't they make it a shorter plank time and fewer crunches for the men?
Yeah.
Shouldn't they be to make it fair? But no, like, I'm looking at this and I'm just like, this is stupid because the Marines shouldn't.
Wait, Habibi, pause a moment. This is for the Marines?
This is for the Marines.
I can do 3 pull-ups.
But this is also for like these are just like to get in. They're gonna do a lot more stuff on the inside, and if you can't, like, this is just to like bare minimum get in. Now, it does seem a little bit less, but like they're gonna also do like other, like, if you can barely do these, then they're probably gonna find some other reason not to let you in. Like, I tested this. I can barely do like 1 proper pull-up on like an actual pull-up bar, and then I can only do like 15 push-ups without falling to the ground because I'm an out of shape bastard, which is part of, like, that really hit me on, I need to lose weight. The run, I haven't dared test how long it would take me to do a 1.5 mile.
I haven't run in a very long time. Since my job, honestly, I come home, I'm on my feet for 8 hours. So the idea of coming home and running, but at my best, I could have done a mile and a half in maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I haven't done pull-ups or push-ups in a while. But wait, how long was it to do how many?
It's 2 minutes to do 34 push-ups or 3 pull-ups as a dude, and then 2 minutes to do 1 pull-up or 15 push-ups as a woman. Then 1.5 mile for 1350 for guys or 15 minutes for women, and then 44 crunches or 40-second plank, and you have 2 minutes.
Yeah, I could probably do most of it.
Well, Blurg, you're also under 18, so it doesn't really matter. And Samuel, it depends. Like I grew up around people in the military, so I have met women who can handle themselves. That does not mean I think all women can handle themselves in combat roles. It's like people, like if someone brings up Gina Carano as a woman who could do well in the military, or Gal Gadot as a woman who could do well in the military, that would be like going, well, The Rock is an example that men are incredibly popular. No, not every man is like The Rock, just like not every woman is like Gina Carano. You got to take the average. The average fucker like me ain't going to do well as a Marine, just like Kat, who's an average person, is not going to do well as a Marine. Is not going to do well as a Marine either. Actually, no, Kat might be a good Marine just because you could yell at people in Arabic and just like scare the crap out of recruits. Be a very good drill sergeant.
I could probably at least get by the basics, and if given the opportunity,
well, I think there's also I can't remember. It's like 30 or 40. Like if you're older than like 30 or 40 or something like that, then you can't enlist. Like there's an age cap.
Yeah, so I think it is 30. That's the
Which again, like that's another thing is if you're older, it's not about handling themselves, Shadow. It's about not. Oh yeah, no, I 100% agree. Samuel, I 100% agree. I'm just I'm saying if there's a woman, don't have this bullshit of men's standards, women's standards. Have general standards, and if a woman can meet those standards, great. It's not going to be common. 5'2", 200 pounds ain't fit for the military. Yeah. That's another factor. Doesn't fucking matter if you can do that many pull-ups. If you can't. Because there's also other things to consider. Like once you actually get in, you also need to cover yourselves in all the equipment and stuff and run for several miles. You got to be able to handle the gas chambers and stuff that they put you through. Like being a Marine isn't just doing some push-ups and pull-ups. There's way more stuff to weed you out. That's also true. That is also true, Samuel. I do that is also another thing. Yeah, that's fair. But again, that's separate from actual themselves being combat. Yes, I agree, Blurg. I 100% agree. Universal standards.
The thing is also, I mean, I also would take into
Okay, Samuel, that reminds me of something else I heard earlier today. I was watching some YouTube shorts. If a man introduces himself with he, him, that's not a man. It's a she, her. Get it?
Because they know that you're going to get it wrong. So they tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, God. No, there was this one hilarious meme of Aragorn from The Lord of the Rings where someone is asking why there's so many, powerful, strong female athletes. And he responds with, they were once men. There's why are there so many great female athletes? And his response is, they were once, how he says they were once men about
the ghosts. Yeah.
They were once men.
Yeah, but no, again, there are some pretty hard ass women out there. Again, Gina Carano, Gal Gadot. I don't know too much about her specifically, but she served 2 years in the Israeli military. Now, granted, that is you are required to do that. She is still more of a hard ass than most American women. Simply by that fact. And then some others out there, some others out there as well. There are plenty of hard ass women. They're just not the norm.
Yeah. The thing is also it depends on what they're doing in the military. I mean, one of the things that I realize is a lot of it is sitting behind when it's sitting behind a desk versus actual combat.
That's a good old fashioned hentai surprise. Yeah, no, Blurg. Nah, man. Maybe in maybe in future streams, depending on some of the subject matter.
We need more people. Yeah.
Yeah, we need some more people. Blurg would also probably be a good. I don't know if he'd be able to keep up with the craziness.
Yeah, we're crazy. That's
Yeah.
one of the reasons that actually made me decide we should do this, because I realized that when you put me and him together in a conversation, we get a little crazy, and we can keep going on and bring up random ridiculous subjects, and people are like, yeah, you guys are nuts.
Yeah, Samuel. Part of the reason I agreed with this, because I know I wanted to save Samuel from having to put up with the corpus talks. Just we bring you over here, we get you to go crazy here, so when it comes to screaming into the void, you're calm and chill for Samuel.
Yeah, that's difficult, especially nowadays with everything that's been going on with the election. I'm thinking of burying myself more and more into the world of the corpus.
Yeah. Maybe. Definitely not this stream, but I can get you we can talk about maybe next time. Yeah.
No, I have to wait, sorry,
Yeah.
you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, using that as talking about characters and stuff, segue into the third topic we had in mind, character creation. Just talking about that stuff and how a lot of people have been failing at that.
Well, I'll say this, the irony.
You don't just depress her; you also traumatize her.
Yes, that whole Illinois thing, and then my friend someone else showed it to me as well on Twitter.
Oh, she also traumatized me.
No, not Mugsikins. That wasn't Mugsikins. That was someone else who showed me about with the whole. Oh yeah, I shared it with you about Illinois. No, the thing when you mentioned character creation was, I was watching Night's Watch, and they were talking about Wakanda Forever, and they were talking about Riri Williams and how she's a prodigy and how she built her first machine at age 3. So I responded with a comment because they didn't like Riri. And I don't blame them, because I was saying, and I got a lot. I was surprised that several people actually complimented me. I'm like, writing child prodigies is not easy. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to write a child prodigies, because I wanted the challenge. So I'm describing the cat.
They're still children. It's like
Are you sure? Because the thing is, when I found out
Hitler caused a lot of the now, granted, Hirohito's also got to take a little bit of that flack. Hirohito's definitely caused a few of those problems. But no, so talking about characters, going into with the going into character creation, one of the things that really bothers me with a lot of characters being made is people just flash things on the screen, and then they don't really think about the greater context of what's coming up. Might have been Shadiversity, might have been someone else. No, I think it was Literature Devil. There was a video that was breaking down Guy Ladriel as a character. And so the thing about Guy Ladriel is a veteran soul. Going with what the Rings of Power set up, let's pretend that they weren't a bastardization of Tolkienian lore. Rings of Power established that she's a badass because she's a veteran soldier, that she's a veteran of a 10,000-year war, right? Or 2,000-year war, one of those two, right? And the reason why she's so much better than everyone else is because she has seen a ton of shit and she experienced war in its purest form, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What about the other elves in her unit?
Yeah, that's true.
Are you telling me those are fresh-faced children being brought up from the reserves? And if that's the case, why did she take fresh-faced children into battle with her? Wouldn't they be just on par with her? Oh, Samuel, it gets even worse. Freaking they made a Filipino Captain America whose name translated to Filipino as Balsac.
Oh yeah.
Bataan Death March doesn't get the same attention as what was happening in Europe. If the Japanese had the industrial capacity as the Germans, they would have done the exact same shit, but instead of the Jews, they would have been doing it to the Chinese. A lot of people feel bad about the bombs. I am not.
No, you mean the World War II on Japan bombs?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
originally I did, and then I learned more about World War II, and I realized one of the things they were saying is the fact that if the war had been allowed to continue even longer,
Millions would have died on those beaches.
yes,
Yeah, that's the argument I use all the time. And then people go, well, but civilians. So those young men, both American and Japanese and Russian, all the people who would have died on those beaches. One sec, I'm getting a call from my dad. Kat, continue to carry the stream.
okay, no, that's why I said they carry. Well, one of the things that I have found, Blurgwin, is that the more you use a character, the more they become fleshed out, but they also change a little. So, like Taro, the character, the prodigy that I'm talking about, I started as a very basic character, but then the more I made up conversations in my head, the more he became more fleshed out. So I could tell you, for example, he's in the majority of what I write him as, he's 14. And when he's around adults, because he's a child prodigy and he's basically a doctor, when he's around a lot of people, he will be loud and boisterous, and his goal is to make adults look stupid because he thinks the way to make all of his colleagues impressed is if he insults Viso and calls him and it's like, you stupid, stupid. But if he's by himself with someone who he trusts and is comfortable with, so if he's like one-on-one or with two people, then he becomes more quiet and shy. But when he's around if he has a whole bunch of junior officers around him, he try to insult and put down like Tezen and Viso and the captain and be like, because I'm smarter than you and you should like me. And so you should be impressed by me because he's 14 and he's surrounded by 17 and 18-year-olds.
Yeah, he's a little shit.
He's a little shit when he's around a lot of people. But, and I'm working on something right now where his father comes up and he and Viso go on a visit a relay station, and Viso comments mentally he's thinking, and he realizes, and he knows from what Tezen told him, that this kid by himself, when he's with people he's comfortable with and he's not trying to impress, he's actually pretty quiet and like very smart and like actually not
is it like kind of like a coping mechanism? Because like the colony and stuff, like is him being like uppity and asshole-ish just like him coping?
It has to do more with people treating him like a child, even though he has the intelligence of, I mean, he's basically a doctor. He has the medical skill of a doctor, but people see a 14-year-old, and at some point he was like 10, 11, this child, and they don't take him seriously, or at least that's what he thinks. I also have a really, really good conversation between him and another medical officer, where the doctor asks him, okay, so what is your recommended treatment? And so he's like, I want you to stay with the patient for an hour. And the boy's pissed. And he's like, look, I can do this. I'm a doctor. He's like, this is why I don't trust you. He's like, I don't care that he thinks that people don't like him because he's a child. They don't let him do responsible things because he's a child. And Yetin tells him, no, it's because I can't trust you to follow my orders. He's like, every time I give you an order, you give me lip and you start acting like a little shit. And it's like, so I can't trust you that when I'm in an emergency situation for you to do exactly what I tell you to do.
Yeah.
So, but he feels like he needs to compensate for the fact that because of the issues from the colony and the fact that he nearly starved to death and everyone around him, he will probably start puberty in another year or two. He's only 14, but he clearly looks very young.
Yeah,
and so that's the standard.
Let's definitely use Taket as like an example to break down character creation, right? We'll use him as an example. Okay, so let's strip away everything about Taket and break it down nice and evenly. So first, he's a genius. He's a genius. He is smarter than everyone else.
Yeah,
that's not his character. That is a facet of him. Then you've also got the fact that he's 14. So
we know him when he's 7, and then we know him when he's 14.
Right. I'm using him as like the prime timeline.
Yeah, the primary prime timeline. He's 14.
Yeah. He's also been through some traumatic things at a young age, meaning he's either going to be very morose or he's going to have coping mechanisms to get around to deal with the trauma he went through, which the way it seems to be manifesting is he's a bit of a jokester, a bit of like a in-your-face asshole, but then a lot more solemn when alone. He's putting on a bit of a mask. And so when you put all those things together, you got someone who's probably going to be smart enough to make very targeted insults, kind of like if you watch BBC Sherlock, for example. But then he's also a kid. So they're going to be a lot of childish. It's going to be very childish. And then also there's going to be a lot of like, he's not necessarily an asshole. It's just him coping. So
And
you've got all those pieces together.
he
And that's
also
only
has
3 aspects of his personality.
he also is very much into hoarding food, which somebody told me that's textbook for a child who went through these experiences. I'm working on that as well, where they find that he has like a locker full of like over 100 ration bars, which he calls Visa cookies. I'm still trying. I love that. I'm just gonna have him constantly. There'd be like.
I mean, when it's the only food separate from human flesh you've consumed. Yeah. Blurg. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. A large chunk of why they were doing that was because they needed certain, like, for example, the reason why they decided to turn on the Russians was because they needed Russian oil. So that's part of why that happened. The Holocaust was not part of that at all. That was just a political maneuvering tool. As well as the Nazis being racial supremacists who imported certain ideas from the United States. Yeah. But yeah, like going back to like that Guy Ladriel thing I was talking about before I like stepped away for the phone call. Sorry about that again. My dad was calling me. You have again, like, so all of her soldiers, what that tells us about her being so much better than everyone else, either there needs to be something else involved, or the elves are so stupid they're sending children on a suicide mission.
No, but we know they've been together for like centuries. That's the other thing.
Hi, Blurk. Have a good night.
But I think the biggest issue is the whole Mary Sue thing, which is why one of the difficulties
that ties into part of that. Like that's one of the things that I'm pointing out is like it doesn't make sense for her to be so much better than everyone else, because either they're violating if the logic is like if you're a veteran of a long war, that's why you're so good. Then that means the people that she brought along. Yeah. Samuel, he also might need to run. For reasons, but he also might need to run. Again, he's in high school. Maybe he's got like a club or something. I'll talk to him after the stream. He should be fine. But yeah. So like if it's being a veteran of the long war makes you that good, then none of the people with her can be veterans of that long war.
Yeah.
So they would need to be fresh-faced recruits. And if they're fresh-faced recruits, why is she taking fresh-faced recruits with her onto a mission like this? Oh, Blurg. I wasn't. Okay, Blurg. I wasn't trying to be an asshole when I said that, man. I wasn't trying to be an asshole when I said that. Okay, it's just it's just like Samuel. He's a lot older than me, and then you're saying things that aren't true. It's gonna lead to pushback. We're all a bit of an Samuel, me, Kat, kind of. We're all kind of assholes here.
Yes,
so that's just gonna happen. Sorry, man. Like we weren't trying. I know for a fact I wasn't trying to hurt feelings. I'm pretty sure Samuel wasn't trying to hurt feelings either. Okay, man. But yeah, and then I didn't watch the rest of the season. I knew enough to know that the guy she met on the raft was Sauron.
Oh God.
Like, why was that? Like we know that's freaking coming.
Well, the other thing just is I don't think people do research. Before, when I realized I was going to be writing it, I mean, before I started, like, initially I didn't 100% plan on writing a child prodigy, but when I started to, I did my homework. I looked into, for example, the common mistakes that people make when they write about child prodigies. They put them as miniature adults. They don't treat them as children. And as I pointed out in the post to Shad's video, to Kat, on one moment you'll see him performing surgery. The next moment you see him running around playing with a toy ship and going, making little shooting sound when he was 8 years old, running around shooting stuff like playing with toys. When he was 7, because of when he was 4, his mother was killed in front of him. And so the Grenier broke into the colony and they broke into his house, and his mother had woken up because his little sister was crying. And so he woke up after them and he found a Grenier standing over their bodies. He managed to get his father's gun and shoot the Grenier, but he was injured because, the recoil, because he was only 4. So
first time I shot a shotgun, I bruised my bicep pretty badly because like I had it on my shoulder and then it slipped down. recoil fricked it up pretty badly.
I figure this 4-year-old probably was pretty badly injured trying to choose
Well,
others.
also part of that is one thing you also need to consider is the type of firearm. Like, for example, in the Expanse, they use a lot of due to fighting within spaceships, they use a lot of like lower caliber rounds, like a 2mm, for example, because they don't want it to penetrate the hull and cause atmo breach. So
Well, he was using the plinks that Viso's using in the New War because they have plinkses, and it's a, but no, because it actually makes sense why he was using it, but he has night terrors, so he basically well, he was 4. That's the problem. He was 4.
yeah,
I'm not sure a 4-year-old's gonna
Blurg, okay, like it just comes with living. All right, like someday someone's gonna say something stupid and you're gonna correct them, and then you're gonna say something stupid and you're gonna get corrected. Because
I say
howdy,
lots of
James.
stupid
So
stuff.
Blurg was talking about Blurg was talking about World War II, and he said some things. He said some things that were just not factual, which that's like fine. Like everyone says shit they don't like. I said some shit about the Roman Empire in one of Samuel's streams that I had to get corrected on. Kat says stuff about Egypt all the time that's blatantly false, like it being the best empire ever. It wasn't.
What are you talking about? That is blatantly true.
The American Empire is the greatest empire ever.
No, the Egyptian.
No, America.
Egypt.
America! Fuck
Egypt.
yeah! Coming
built
again
pyramids.
to save the
Where's the
motherfucking
American
day, America!
Where's
Fuck
the
yeah!
America? Where's the American
Freedom
pyramids?
is the only way, yeah, terrorist, your day is through. Because now you have to answer to America. Fuck yeah. I still haven't seen that movie. I really need to.
Wait, which one is it? I know it sounds familiar.
Team America, World Police.
Okay.
Well, Blurg, but then how are you gonna learn? Yeah, what James
If
is
you're
saying.
in high school, you're a kid. I still learn stupid stuff because I do say stupid stuff.
Samuel, I said that stuff to you, unless you're also a historian, but Carrie, I thought Carrie was the historian. I said, unless you're a historian, when I was saying it to you, Carrie just happened to be in the stream.
I don't even want to know.
Zenny, don't side with her. Don't stand with her.
Thank you,
dumb.
Zenny. You're my new best
Zenny,
friend. I
Zenny,
like you
Zenny,
so much better. Zenny, can you? Hey. No, Zenny, you're so much better than him. How dare he?
No, she's not. I'm better.
No. Actually, Buster's the best because she's a cat. And there was a study that was done that actually proved that cats are from Egypt. What they did was they found they took DNA samples from cats all over the world, and the original place of cats would have the most genetic diversity because then each group would branch off, so they would have less and less genetic diversity. They found that the most genetically diverse cats were in Egypt.
No, God didn't snuff them out. That was Alexander the Great.
After God had snuffed them out. God took
hundreds of years after. Look, if you guys couldn't recover after 100 years,
it was God snuffing us out.
Right, and you guys had hundreds of years to recover.
It's still God. That's kind of hard.
You only lost like what, one generation?
Still, come on. It took us a while.
Wait, also isn't your family from Arabia? Like you're from Egypt, but like lineage wise.
Hey! Look! I will send you the link. I don't want to make it post it, but one of my great grandfathers was one of the first Egyptian Egyptologists, who was one of the first Egyptian directors of the Cairo Museum. Not making that up. I can. I've been showing this off, but I just don't post it. I don't want to dox myself.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. Yeah. Anyway, back to character creation and stuff. Here we go. Problem. This country is getting retarded with pronouns and shit, and there's still no plague yet. Also, Elon and need to start filling up the Euphrates River real quick.
I agree about the pie.
Yeah.
I agree about the pronoun thing. I mean, no. Well, actually, here's something.
Oh, hold on. Let's go. Let's check and see if they've managed to count the election after 2 days. In 2 freaking days, I've been ranting about this whole stream. It's been 2 days.
No. Here's something. I was.
We two more seats were counted. Congress is up to 189 Democrats and 209 Republicans.
We need 218.
Bro, you fucking fuck. Sorry, no. Sorry, he posted my real name.
Wait, what the?
He fuck. Hold on, let me Discord him. Fuck. Okay, I didn't mean to block him. I meant to like delete the comment. I meant to delete the comment. I'm sorry.
No, well, he should have known not to do that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Like I
kind of. Wow. No, I know what that's like because it's happened to me because of in the crash, there's like 2 times where you can see.
Okay, I need to figure out a way.
You're muted. I can't hear you. Why can't I hear? Is it me? No, it's you. I can't hear you. You've been muted. You muted yourself. You're muted. You're mute. You're muted. Your mic is muted.
Okay.
Now your mic is no longer muted.
Okay. I wasn't muted. I didn't click the mute button.
I don't know how, but you ended up you definitely had muted.
I'll unblock him in the studio back in. Okay. Unblock. Do I need to end the stream to unblock him?
No, I don't believe so.
I'm asking. Okay.
Okay, but what you can also do is you can clip that section from the thing. I don't know how to do it myself.
Right. No, I just panicked. I clicked it and I clicked the first thing and then I realized it was yeah. I feel yeah. Okay. I'm trying to in the studio back end. Okay. I don't know how to do that. Which studio? Do you mean the YouTube studio?
I think it's under YouTube.
Okay, I'm heading over there to fix that.
But
yeah, no, James is messaging me saying he's able to. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ban you. I'm going over to YouTube and I should be able to fix it there.
Though I'm just going to say this, totally unrelated. All of the stuff I've been complaining, a lot of the stuff, not all of it, but a lot of the stuff I've been complaining about, all of a sudden people are now complaining about on Twitter about Destiny 2. Just saying.
Yeah. No, James, no, you're fine. You say my name all the time on Discord. That I totally understand. I totally understand the mistake. I panicked because like I'm paranoid about my name being out there. So, yeah, I don't know. Samuel, I'm going to need your help to do that. Just open a new window to the studio. Yes, YouTube. It's in the sub menu, same menu you set mods in. I don't know which menu that is.
Let me see. So I'm going to go under my channel and see what I could find because I know.
Yeah. Sorry that the stream is like kind of switched over to this. I just feel really, really bad. I'll figure it out afterwards.
So you go, you know how you clicked your. All right.
So I'm in studio.
All right.
I'm in my dashboard. Yeah.
Playlist and because I have to remember because I did this a while back to
Yeah. Well, I mean, we kind of covered everything that we had on the docket. Like, I mean, I guess we could try to talk a little bit more about character creation, but as I'm talking about it, I kind of realized that that should have been something I prepped a lot more to like get into like specific elements.
No, well, I mean. One of the things, there's also just in general in Hollywood, one of the things that we have, putting aside, one of the first things is they do not know how to create characters. They have 2 types of characters. I think actually when it comes down to it, they have 1 type of character. It's a self-insert. When you self-insert yourself into a story, you want to make, aren't creative. They want to live their fantasy through the world and that's why they also want to change the world of the story. That's why, for example, with The Witcher, they hate The Witcher the way it is, but they want to have a self-insert into this world that fits the vision of the world that they want. And so they make themselves the super ultimate mega hero. And it's like, but real characters have flaws. Real characters,
Yeah.
real people have flaws.
Yeah, they want to jump right into the power fantasy, which power fantasies can work, but then the trial needs to switch from it being a physical game to a mental one. The reason why Lex Luthor always beats Superman over, say, Zod is because Lex Luthor outthinks him. It's like in the novel I'm working on, my main character, Jack Adwinson, he is one of the best fighters in specifically in Rarheim, but like by the end of the book, he will be one of the best fighters in Occidentis Northgall, effectively one of the best fighters in all of Europe. So he's packing a lot of heat. The thing is, though, his conflict is, well, the things he's fighting are objectively superior to humans, so that right there is going to be an unfair fight to begin with. But then on top of that, a lot of the challenges he's going through are emotional and psychological. He's trying to figure out where he fits in the world, whether he's a monster or a man. He's trying to figure out whether or not he deserves love. And in that case, he also needs to get out of a very toxic relationship. He needs to balance he needs to balance a ton of stuff that's not like him being a good fighter is separate from who he is as a character. Him being a very good fighter isn't the focus of the character. The focus of the character is that he is going to evolve as a person and get past a list of very fucked up things that have happened to him over the course of his life. If a character like him, who is one of the best fighters in the continent, or in this subcontinent technically, and the focus is on him just fighting and fighting and fighting and beating everything, that's not going to be very entertaining.
Well, you also have to explain why they have the ability. I mean, you can't just.
It's explained.
Yeah, no, you do. I'm just saying, like, for example, with Tikat being both a doctor and having some skill in engineering. It's because before he served on the ship he's on now at 14, he started serving on his father's ship when he was 12, and for 2 years he divided his time, his shifts between engineering and medical, because he hates engineering, but his grandfather forced him to do it.
Yeah.
So, or he at one point when he's 7, he makes his way to the bridge, and the captain's like, "So this is Jaltaro's genius kid? I thought he'd be older." So Tezin and Viso both ask him questions, and Viso hands him a data pad and says, "All right, solve this. You have 60 seconds." And he solves it in like 20. And Viso's like, "That's impossible." He's like, "It would take me twice as long." So the boy laughs and says, "My grandfather showed me a trick." So that explains it. It's because he's this exact same someone taught him a trick. So it's not like he's smart, or he's just, I mean, it's not like it's not like he outthought Viso. It's somebody showed him a trick, so he was able to do that.
But then there's also things that can be inferred. Like, for example, if you see a scene with an orc overpowering a human, you don't need to like have a dialogue going, "Orcs are hyper-evolved super predators, capable, stronger than a man due to X, Y, and Z." You show that an orc is stronger than a person, and you assume, oh, orcs are stronger than people. An elf being more reflexive than a human, being able to cut an arrow out of the air. You don't need to explain why elves are able to cut arrows out of the air if you make it a consistent rule that all elves are able to cut arrows out of the air. Or skills, like using The Force Awakens as an example with Rey. Rey, that initial fight scene of her like beating those thugs, her being able to defend herself makes sense. She's alone on that planet. She would either have needed to figure out how to defend herself, or she would be a slave. Yeah. But then her winning with a lightsaber, you can't use her beating Kylo Ren with a lightsaber. You can't defend that with, oh, she knows self-defense because she fought on a planet. She's fighting a trained combatant who knows she's there. She's not jumping a bunch of thugs.
Yeah. No, I like what Zenny Biscuit here says, where it's like, show, don't tell. A lot of times, just show, don't tell. Sometimes you need to tell, but try to focus on showing first. I'm just I just saw something about Fetterman. I'm like, dear God, why?
Yeah.
Why?
But then it also needs to be something that actually matters about the character or their culture. Like Living Anachronism mentioned in one of his like how to like design a character videos he does about how like they were hyping up the Harfoots for Rings of Power, and one of the things they mentioned was Harfoots wear apple seeds because they connect apple trees to their dead or something like that. That is not a detail that matters. Like why the hell is that a detail?
Yeah.
That's not a detail about the characters that matter unless you have a scene in the show where you see like how much apple trees matter to them. Like if you get like they come across like, groves of apple trees and they like you see a moment of them like honoring the dead and like they eat the apples. Thank you, Blurg. Much obliged, friend. Like if they eat the apples and they talk about like the flesh of our dead, thank you for nourishing us, and like they put the apple seeds so that
I didn't even know about the apple seed thing.
Yeah, because they talked about it on Twitter, just like they talked about how, oh, we have female orcs. You don't need to announce that. And they could have had female orcs in the setting in a way that works. Because think about it. Orcs are a society rooted in war. They're like the Spartans, who are going to be the people tending the fields, who are going to be the people building the villages, who are going to be the people raising the children while the orc men are away. Because Tolkien did say that he didn't like, because the Peter Jackson films are the ones that like explained orcs coming out of the pits. But even then, orcs, like you do have half orcs. Those apparently are a thing in Tolkienian lore. They do possess the ability to reproduce. So the question is, do they round up human and elven women, or do they have female orcs? I would prefer the latter because it creates. They have more of a culture now instead of just being savage animals. There's now an opportunity for a culture. What if the reason why the orcs we see are violent fucking savages is because they are away from their homeland? Like a Gaul would look at a Roman as a fucking savage because they burn down villages, they rape women, they slaughter men, they take women and children as slaves. But you go back to Rome, they're citizens of the Roman Empire. They're not going to do that stuff there. If you take and I'm not saying completely humanize the orcs. That is not at all what I am saying. But you could give them depth, and you could use women to give them depth. You could have whatever the black elf's name is. I can't remember. Like
Arondir, or no, we called him. No, his name is Don Lemonless.
Dom Legolas. Arondir. You could have Arondir and like his unit and stuff go like captured by the orcs, and they get taken to like an orc village or something. And you could see like orc children just like poking up about behind like barrels and like chucking rocks at them and stuff, and like have orc women shooing them away. And you could explore, like you could see that, hey, the orcs have a society right there. That is something that's interesting. And then you could have an even sadder moment of like these orcs are living and doing their own thing, and then Sauron comes back, and then now instead of having their communities, that yes, they're raiding people, they're taking slaves, they're eating humans, but they have communities, they have civilization of their own. Sauron comes back, and now the women are taken and used as breeding mares. The children don't get to be children. They have swords thrown in their hands, and they are training and fighting and learning to die, or they're being plugged full of drugs and herbs so that they hit puberty faster so they can be brood mares themselves. That would have been something interesting. And also made Sauron objectively more evil, because now, like, because we've always known the orcs are slaves, but make their fate even worse to really sell who they are, that they are a fallen people. That is how you could have used female orcs. But no, they just virtue signal on Twitter.
Oh no, well, I mean,
sorry for talking as long as I did, Kat.
No, you're making valid points.
Thanks, Samuel. I'll take a look.
No, you're making valid points. But I think also another big problem is they're lazy. They don't want to write a good story. They just want to write their fantasy. And I mean, one of the things that I take pride in is in the fact that I did both sides of the corpus. I have corpus characters who at one point are like, they don't want to go. They literally beat corpus up, and they're like, they used to be corpus, and they're like, they eventually end up back in the Corpus, but in a very different circumstance. Jal Taro is, by the way, I decided after thinking about it, Jal Taro is basically imagine a kick-ass, kick-butt black Kratos as a Corpus.
So you mean his voice actor,
And
Christopher
his,
Judge?
and he's also like when you first meet him, he's basically a skeleton. He's tall, but he's like because he's been starved. But 7 years later, he looks like he still has the funky strip of hair, but he's like a Kratos, a black Kratos in a Corpus uniform.
So this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kratos' voice actor, Christopher Judge. He also
Alright,
played Teal'c on Stargate.
Okay, then that's definitely Jal Taro.
Yeah.
And I love Jal Taro because you made me realize something important in the development of Jal Taro because I didn't think about it, and that is the circumstances that he was in charge of the colony were inhuman, brutal torture. You needed a strong, powerful leader who can do what needs to be done in horrific ways.
Yeah.
And that is Jal Taro. And he held together that colony and minimized and, was able to. People died, of course, but he made the difficult decisions like being forced at one point to resort to cannibalism, giving guns to the kids to fight.
Pragmatism, hard choices.
I mean, at
choices
one point,
that no man ever wants to make, but are sometimes forced to do. And Primal, on the point you're making, you can definitely do this. Like Primal, you like Heinlein's Starship Troopers novel. That is that is one of his fantasies. That is what he wanted society to be. It heavily includes his political leanings, and you also happen to have Johnny Rico was a good character, and the story was also good. You can definitely do this. It's just it takes a lot of skill. Like one of the original novels I had planned was something very Games of Thronesy with multiple different perspectives, and I scrapped it because I just don't have the skill to handle that. I can, at least within the context of a single novel. So I have two primary perspectives in the novel I'm working on. You've got the main character and you have the main antagonist, who is in the horrific gray I'm trying to do, could be described as a man who just wants land that his kids can grow up in and not die of frostbite. That is the villain they're fighting. He also eats babies.
No, well, I mean,
to be fair, they just don't want to waste food.
No, well, I mean, it's the same with me. The story about, so Chris Judge it is then. Taket Taro's father is Chris Judge. I mean, no, well, I like you said with my politics, I'm working on right now, and I need to really sit down and really write it. Where basically, I got the idea from the relay stations in Warframe because I realized that Taket had never seen them, and there's so many really exciting things that you can write about. Where he's like, Viso, his head is in his chest, all that hilarious insanity. But in the process, the two of them are kidnapped by an old rival of his father's, and I wanted to put into words how adults should protect their kids because seeing a lot of what's going on, I wanted to just this is the way I felt adults should be. And so basically Jal Taro comes in and massacres everyone. And at one point, even Viso turns to him and says, leave them, the Corpus will deal with them. And he turns to them and he says, they just kidnapped 2 officers. My son may be young, but he's still considered an officer. What do you think the Corpus is going to do to them? So this is exactly, I'm cutting out the middlemen, cutting expenditure, and maximizing profit. And he kills everyone.
And also saving man hours.
And he's saving man hours. And he doesn't even how they're always leave one person alive. He's not that stupid. I think at another point, Viso asks him, so you're going to let one of them go? He's like, I'm not an idiot.
He's also not stupid. He's also not stupid enough to aim for the leg.
Oh, no. Jal Taro beats them with his fists. He goes in there. He's like, these people risked my kid. They got to, they Oh my! So no, but I mean, and so that's in some ways that's my politics where I'm saying what a parent should do is protect their child. and he comes in, and like I said, he massacres all of them. And then they're like, so, you know how you leave one person alive? He's like, I'm just going to send out a recording. And then he has this one moment where he tells Viso, he's like, thank you. And he's like, for what? He's like, for looking after my kid. Don't worry. I will make sure you get my share of the bounty. He's like, there is no profit in this system or this galaxy that is more important to me than my kid. And so, in a way, I'm telling what should be a good story, but underneath subtly are my own views, which is parents should take care of their kids. Parents should protect their kids from everything, from the stuff that I see right now on my Twitter right now that's making me go, dear God.
I told you, get off Twitter.
I'm focusing more on gaming stuff.
It's poison.
I agree.
I acknowledge that Reddit's poison. I'm still on Reddit. It's poison. Poison.
This is one that's just breaking my heart.
Poison. It's poison.
What they do to these kids.
Oh, that is a good mix. That is a very good. You got the Slavs, and you got Slav, you got freaking Eastern European, you got Cossack DNA, and that is actually horrifying. That combination scares me. That is a terrifying combination. Yes. Well, no, Elon Musk owns it now. Let's give him like 6 months before we decide is Zarbamba it.
And it isn't. The thing is, for example, you need to also know where you're. I'm
surprised you haven't noticed I changed your name again.
I noticed it a while ago. I just didn't say anything because I didn't want to smack you with something. Because unfortunately, I can't reach through and I
can do it for you.
Do it again. It's not hard enough. Then put your hands around your throat and squeeze. Good. Okay, you can stop. Stop! You're turning red. Wow, you are turning red. Stop.
Let's go until I turn purple.
Oh dear God. I think
okay, I was actually losing vision. Okay, let's stop.
Okay, that was just nuts.
I can imagine. Yeah, Blurg 6 months, then you can co-opt the Russian nuclear program and take out Twitter.
So
yes, I became a tomato.
Yeah, you did become a tomato.
Yeah, that actually hurt. I need some water. Holy crap.
You are, excuse me, insane.
Yes.
No, I'm thinking that if you, for example, if you don't want to see stuff that will traumatize you for life, do not follow Libs of TikTok. Yeah. But
you also got to see what kind of evil's in the world as well. So
yeah, but the problem
it's a balancing act.
The problem is, and
yeah, Blurg, I'm good. I know my limits.
No, but the problem, no.
The moment I started seeing black on the edge of my vision, I decided to stop because I don't want to pass out on stream.
The problem is, okay, and this is one of the reasons why I've decided, and I posted on Twitter, that I'm going to be focusing more on gaming. I will do anti-woke, anti-SJW stuff. I will speak against the stuff going on in entertainment and some of the stupid stuff. Like, for example, some idiot saying that European colonists created two genders. Actually, no. I've been listening to the Quran for the last 2 days in the mornings. And there are literally verses from a book that was written 1,500 years ago in the Middle East where they say we created man and woman. So
also what I find really funny is a lot of like these third genders people bring up are just feminine men. It's literally just an excuse for an old wealthy guy to fucking do. It's basically just homosexuality, but it's homosexuality but accepted in very homophobic cultures.
It's actually much worse than that because I was looking up something totally unrelated. I was looking up.
Oh, and it's typically pedophilia, yeah.
No. This is something that really, because I heard other people, other non-Muslims talking about it, where they're like, when they say that they are non-binary, they are above both genders, right? They are above the binary. Well, yesterday, in fact, I was looking up. By mistake, I meant to look up Yusuf Islam, aka Cat Stevens. By mistake, instead I looked up Hamza Yusuf, who's a very respected guy who talks, right? And there was a video where he was talking about non-binary, and he pointed out something that made me go, "Oh my God, you're right." He's talking about how in the Quran and I'm knowing the Bible as well, it specifically says that God created man and woman. He created humanity in the binary. He's like, if you claim to be non-binary, that claim is that you are transcendent above the binary. There's only one thing, at least in Islam, we say that God is transcendent, and he is used he, but he is basically, he is transcendent. He is neither male nor female. For you
to be fair, God did make Adam in his vision. And then he made Eve so he would have a companion.
Well, you say that. We do not say he created Adam in his vision or in his image or any of that. We don't say that. We say that God is transcendent. He's beyond our comprehension. We have no idea what God looks like. God is God. So the idea that God is he or she does not exist for us. God is transcendent. So when they say that they are above, that they are non-binary, they are saying that they are placing themselves on the level of God, that they are transcendent above the binary. And that I did not, it hit me where I was like, oh my God, he's right. These people are so, what is the term where they're so self-centered, self-absorbed, not nihilistic?
Narcissistic?
Yes. Where they're so full of themselves that they view themselves as being above male and female. They are above the normal person. And it was like, oh my God, because he was saying in the thing that if you are a Muslim, you cannot be non-binary, which makes sense because you literally have a religion that says if you're a man, you can't wear gold. If you're a woman, you can. Well, what if you're non-binary? What are you going to do? You're going to do half the stuff for women, half the stuff for men?
Yeah. Well, also it's there was a recently again I was watching a lot of like YouTube shorts earlier today, and one of the things I saw brought up was there's a difference between homosexual feelings and acting on them. Kind of like there's the draw of adultery, and then there's actually committing adultery. It's the same thing. You might feel a certain way, but that like feeling a certain, like for example, I'm like, let's say for example, I ever managed to find someone crazy enough, and I end up getting married. Just because I feel like I want to fuck someone else, that doesn't give me the right to do it. So why would, and look, they're not a direct comparison. Apples and freaking oranges on a legal level and a by societal standards moral level, but on a spiritual level, it's the exact same thing. Just like me hating someone is just as bad as me murdering someone on a spiritual level. Societally, two completely different things. One of the biggest problems is people. Modern society has allowed us to become very tolerant, very lazy, very open to new ideas. And a lot of those times, those ideas are detrimental. And like people are like, it's fine for you to detriment your own life. But again, you were bringing this up as well. Like it's when kids get involved. It's when it happens with kids. Like it's when kids. It's when like I think okay, you want to be an alcoholic and drink yourself to high hell, or you want to be a heroin addict and kill yourself that way. Fine, go right ahead. Just don't drag your kid down to hell with you.
That's my issue, and that's what I was arguing with my father.
Oh yeah, no, Samuel. Yeah, no, 100%. Like,
well, it is. That's the difference between Islam.
Samuel, no. I'm talking from a societal level. In the eyes of God, from the morality as provided by the Bible, simply holding hatred in your heart is murder. That is the same as killing someone. Wanting to hurt someone is the same as murdering that person in the eyes of God. So yeah, it's the exact same thing with adultery. What I'm talking about is from a societal perspective. Well, but yeah, that is why I fundamentally believe human nature, we are just evil. We are horrific monsters. We should all go to hell. We should all go to hell. And it is only by God's infinite grace and mercy that we get to go to heaven. Kat has a different view on things because
obviously. So Islam,
yeah.
One of the things about Islam is intention. Intention is very, very important. I brought it up with the issue of Andrew Tate and whether he's choosing to become a Muslim for the attention or if he's genuine. If he's genuine, for example, he would stop being involved in businesses that are haram, that are against Islam. intention is very important. And one of the things is Islam is supposed to be very merciful and easy on you. So, for example, if I genuinely wish I had $1 million to donate, and if I knew that I would do it, then in the hereafter, if it was genuine, because God knows what's in your heart, you would receive the reward in the afterlife for that desire. If, on the other hand, you wish something evil, like let's say you think you want to murder your neighbor, now there's two possibilities. If you are incapable of murdering your neighbor, you grab the knife, right, and you go to murder your neighbor, and they happen to not be home. Well, you will be punished for that because the only reason you didn't do it was because you were lucky he wasn't home. On the other hand, if you desire it but you don't do it because you control yourself and you crave something, just like with adultery, if you look at a woman and you desire her but you don't do it, you're controlling your desire. So it's not the same where it's like if you even think of adultery, but intention is very, very, very important. Why you do something is very, very important.
Well, also, to my understanding, there are different standards of entry for Islamic and Christian heaven. Like in Christian heaven, like by the standards of Christianity, the moment you're born, you're a sinner.
Islam does not say that.
Your soul is dirtied because human nature, because you are what you are, and the only way to get into heaven is to accept God's infinite forgiveness into your heart, and that will let you go to heaven. Whereas my understanding of Islam is you're born at a point of zero, and the decisions you make over the course of your life.
And in fact, your decisions based on when you reach puberty. So that's why you'll see a lot of girls might wear the hijab before, but they're supposed to wear it at puberty. Up until that point, if you do something wrong, it does not count. And then there's a lot of ways for asking for forgiveness. I mean, if you are genuinely asking for, if every night you go out and you drink alcohol and the next morning you wake up and you say, oh God, I'm sorry, forgive me. And then the next night you do the exact same thing, eventually it's going to be like, yeah, that's not exactly how it works, Habibi. You can't just do that. On the other hand, if a moment of weakness, you do something stupid and you regret doing it the next day, which is why, but it's also, in some ways, it's a lot harder too. That's why I sent those tweets to Ilhan Omar, because I pointed out to her that you are making possible horrible, horrible things. So, for example, if she pushes for abortion at 9 months, that is haram. That is 100% against Islam. You cannot abort a 9-month-old child. Even if you knew that your vote would not stop that from passing, you should still vote no. And because her efforts were put in to do some really horrible things, even though she herself did not perform those abortions, those deaths are on her hands because she made it possible.
Yeah, that makes sense. Samuel, are you talking about your vacation home?
Well, Islam heaven is awesome. Everyone keeps thinking about all that stupid stuff about virgins and whatever.
The 72 virgins?
Oh, come on. That's boring. Islam, you can have whatever you want. I remember as a kid, my mom telling you can have whatever. I'm like, I want a starship like Star Trek.
Cat. You're not a guy.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Also, to be fair, that doesn't specify what kind of virgins you're going to get. Odds are you're going to get some like fat land whales who spend all their time.
No, it's heaven. Night. You get whatever you want. I want the drifter waiting.
No, the 72 virgins thing.
I want the drifter waiting for me.
But no, with what Samuel's saying, Samuel, Outer Darkness, is that your summer home? Oh yeah, definitely. She wants the clout. She wants to be with us. I absolutely hate how the official term for this part of Congress, including Ilhan Omar, AOC, all those people, is the squad.
Well, that's what I said.
That is so fucking childish.
I'm like, is your squad more important to you than your God?
Evidently, yes.
Yes. And she will stand and be judged for it, because one of the other things you can be judged for is if you're given gifts, and that's why I have said multiple times about what's going on in Saudi Arabia. They have a great gift given to them from God. They have oil, they have money, they have wealth. They will be judged for how they use it.
Yeah, Samuel, that doesn't answer my question. Is that your summer home? The Outer Darkness. That sounds like you got property there. They haven't done a single thing either.
Oh no. I think she just uses
They're
the fact
complete
that
and abject failures.
yeah.
Yeah, like even like I don't like even if your constituency agree, like they have failed at every attempt to do what they wanted to do.
Yeah, but as I said, she's willing to push aside her
Oh, not even AOC's boyfriend. AOC's boyfriend doesn't even stand.
or Ilhan
Actually, I
Omar
can't say that. I don't know. I don't know enough about the guy to really give comment on it.
or Ilhan Omar's brother
Did
husband.
you meet her husband?
That's just so. That's haram, by the way. Just let's put it out there. You cannot marry your brothers. That's why I don't wear my hijab in front of. Well,
Yes, I have, Zenny. I loved today's episode. It's so good.
Wait, which one was it?
It's like AOC venting about not having the blue check, like the blue check.
Oh, I
mark
missed it. I
everyone
haven't
can
seen
have.
it yet. I got the
Yeah.
alert.
Oh no, it's like the blue check mark was the newest aristocracy, and now anyone can have it.
No, but let me.
It doesn't matter anymore. So they're sad because what made them special is no longer there.
No, but what is amazing about it, one of the things that the whole thing is exposing is how some of the gaming YouTubers are total, how do I say, losers in a way that emasculates them in a very pathetic, embarrassing way.
Well, no, don't do that. Like, cause
no. And I got into a
Kat, you don't know them yeah, they're saying dumb shit on Twitter. You don't know them. Like some of I'm a hypocrite for some of this. I say some stupid shit about people, but like there are certain insults that in my opinion you can't say unless you know the person well enough. Like I joke about Sleepy Biden because I mean just look at the videos of the guy and what he's doing and stuff. Like that's clear. But like you don't like, for example, there's a YouTuber I follow named Mr. Fruit, and he's not super political, but judging by some of the stuff he says during his videos, I have a and some of the stuff his friends have said, I have a decent enough idea on where his politics stand. I'm not going to mock him over them because I don't know his life. I don't know anything about him other than he's a decent at video games.
No, but
so these they could just be going on with the trend because they need to go on with the trend. Yeah, exactly what Blurg's saying. Exactly what Blurg's saying. They're just going along with the trend. They don't know any better.
No, but like
again, you do you. I'm just saying I personally.
I don't know. The thing is, I got into a massive argument with SkillUp, who does a lot of video game reviews, and SkillUp was like, "Oh no, the blue check mark! Now everybody's gonna imitate me." It's like, no.
Oh no, 2 people got banned for it.
Yeah, and so then they get banned for it, and they throw another fit. But it's like, SkillUp, dude, your entire reputation depends on you having a blue check mark. Really, dude? And so, and his buddies come to defend him. But then another one that really shocked me. Another one that really, really shocked me was Rick Cactus. Why do you have me at the top?
Because you're talking.
Oh, you don't have to do that. No, you don't.
Oh.
Rick Cactus is I don't know. Have you heard of Rick Cactus?
I did. He was actually he played some he played like Among Us and some other games with the guy I mentioned, Mr. Fruit.
He played he's known for his Destiny.
Yeah, I know. Like I saw a few of his videos from watching Mr. Fruit and those other guys.
So one of the very interesting things is when Bungie came out and gave their opinions on Roe v. Wade. Now, he didn't make any videos about it because he knew everyone on YouTube would be pissed by his stupidity. He supported Bungie. He's like, thank you for standing up for your employees. It's like, dude, you could have kept your mouth shut and said absolutely nothing. Instead, you look like you're kissing Bungie's ass to get their attention by standing up for this garbage. I mean, in the last year or so, I've been really pissed with Bungie, but I love Destiny too, and even I called them out on this. I'm one of the few people who actually made a video calling them out on it. But I was like, I thought you were a cool guy, and it's like, but you're just a Bungie shill. And there's a couple of other Destiny YouTubers throwing fits about freedom of speech on Twitter. about Elon Musk buying it. Basically, they're saying a lot of the same talking points that a lot of the lefties are saying. And it's like, you're a gamer. I would have thought you would have looked and researched this more. Instead, there's just by freedom of speeches and hate speech. It's like, dude, grow some balls. Just. So, I mean, I know you should give them benefit, but at the same time, you're reading their tweets and you're like, what?
Samuel.
I'm wearing pants.
We should put bad people in the special jar. Yeah, but like again, how do you identify bad as opposed to uneducated or just saying stupid shit? And then a business interested in profit shouldn't alienate. Yeah, exactly. You also shouldn't alienate any potential customer. Now, yeah, like it's now that is not to say you should target the common denominator, but like you shouldn't just like, for example, Warhammer shouldn't actively go out of its way to sterilize the universe to make everyone want to play it. But at the same time, they shouldn't do things that will push people away from the universe. Like they shouldn't be like anti-Jew in their setting, or they shouldn't be anti-Christian or anti-Muslim in their setting, because that actively pushes away a group of people. That said, you shouldn't sterilize the horrific elements of the universe so that people who aren't interested want to come, because you push away the old fans.
But on top of that, people know that when they go into Warhammer 40K.
All like the last 2 days, I've been telling her this. She doesn't care. She doesn't listen to reason.
No, well, the thing is, you should people know that when they go into Warhammer 40K. So you open Warhammer 40K and you start to learn about the horrific world that is in. You know what you can do? You can stop reading it if it's too horrific for you. That's the world.
But it's popular. I want to be in it, but I also don't like that there can't be wham-in Space Marines.
Then it's not for you. Create your own thing. But
I don't want to go through the effort to make something. So I'm just going to kick everyone else out.
The thing is, that's the difference between changing your lore and your canon and your product to fit people, because, you know, my feelings, and getting political when you don't have to. I mean, seriously, Bungie makes video games. Who cares what Bungie thinks about abortion? You do realize a lot of people in this country are either for the majority of the people in the country are for at least some level of limitations on abortion. There are very, very few who support unlimited. And most people, it's like, we don't want to hear it. No, they're not. They're not.
Okay. Let me.
No.
They are possible in the same way that they are plausible in the same way that a female Navy SEAL is plausible.
It doesn't happen.
It is extremely unlikely. It is like, first of all, like a lot of people don't really like connect with this. Space Marine candidates are the best. Like I think on modern day Earth, you could find maybe one human being who could possibly begin the transition to be a Space Marine, because they're looking for people who aren't just genetically viable to take in. Because remember, you're cutting out the old organs and putting them in. It's a freaking organ transplant. You also need to find someone who is grown up in an environment where their body is conditioned enough for that. And so you need to take that person. And then you need to put that person through horrific psychological and physical trauma before you put them through surgeries and then pump them full of chemicals and shove organs in them that completely rewrite who they are. By the point you get to, like, it is like 1 in every 100 billion humans can begin the chance to be a Space Marine. And that is the top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1% of humanity. Girls can't achieve that. Like it's, you could possibly have a freak of nature girl who could possibly do that, but you need, it's not likely. It's possible, but what people want is they want for every man there's a woman. They don't want the 1 in 10 billion chance. Like, I would be down. I would honestly be down to read a novel about a Mulan type Space Marine character, a little girl who somehow through bullshit manages to achieve becoming a Space Marine.
No.
But the reason why I'm not going to be the reason why I would be actually against them doing that is because they would use that as the opening of women can be Space Marines. No, a woman out of like tens of thousands of human history, there might be one female human might be able to survive, but she would need to be in the right place at the right time to even get the chance to be selected for the program. It's astronomically impossible.
The thing is also, even if look, they've established there are no female Space Marines. If you don't like it, walk.
Yeah,
this is why this is the thing that a lot of people have talked about. It's that these people come into our fandoms and change them because they don't like it. It's like if someone were to come into Warframe and be like, "Well, I don't like the capitalistic nature of the corpus. We should make them communism." They literally worship profit. You're gonna turn the corpus communist? Are you stupid? You can't do that. And it's the same thing. That's why I'm not as familiar with Warhammer 40K as you are.
Yeah.
I am not as knowledgeable about it as you are. But so I don't want to change it. And I'm not coming into it going, I want this. That's why I don't want to.
Granted, Games Workshop, they're greedy motherfuckers. They're based because they posted an article mentioning that I can't remember exactly what, but they posted a paragraph that said Space Marines could only be men, and when they were called out on it, they stuck to their guns. So, in that regard, they're based. Now they're they're greedy as fuck and need some actual competition to kick them in the balls because of some of the economic decisions they're making. But at least in that regard, they're based. They're just bad at writing. Zenny, I have no problems if someone wants to make a group of Space Marines and put female heads on them and sculpt boob armor. I have no problems with that. It's your models. American Marines. These would not exist in 40K. Fuck you, I painted them up because they look cool.
Yeah.
Do what you want with your own fucking minis. Or an even cooler thing. I took my Carnifex. This is Tartarus. Say hi to Tartarus.
Hi, Tartarus.
And the torso, the Carnifex torso, I flipped it upside down. So this should be the point that connects to the legs, and then his head should be back here. But I flipped it upside down to create a bipedal Carnifex.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. That's what people are saying. No, there's a type of
context, Samuel. Yeah. It depends on the context. If you're talking from for example, if it's a noblewoman's armor and she's got the money to make the armor. Because throughout history, armor has been frivolous. Just look at Robert Baratheon with his stag horns, for example, or Adon from Berserk, with all the whales and stuff on him. Same thing here. If you've got the money to make the armor a piece of art as well as functional, some women would want to display their feminine traits, just like how there was armor in the past which had a freaking cod piece to display a man's masculinity. Or if it's a religious order and they want to display femininity as well, that's another way to do it. And then also, if you're someone who's on the larger end of the bust category, you're probably going to want something that's not pushing it against your torso. Just like if you're a guy who's bigger, you don't want armor that's literally suffocating you.
Yeah. No, I think Shad made. I don't remember. I think he made a video.
Videos on the topic. It gets views. I won't shame him on that. It gets views. Sorry for cutting you off. Keep going.
No. You're asking. No. I agree. I just when you need to respect. The reason this is a very touchy issue for me is because I do not want people to mess with my characters.
Yeah.
So if I do not want people, and it would anger me if people messed with my characters. I don't mind if people draw them. Hell, I would love it if somebody drew out the fight between Viso and the Excalibur Warframe. I
can't because
desperately love to see that. But which is why when I see other people doing it to other people's characters, it angers me because you need to respect. It's not yours, and why
So,
I am obsessive about the details I put in, and why I keep contacting DE to be like, I don't want to create something that I'm wrong about.
Tell you what, Cap, my grandma got me this like a year ago. It's like a how to draw manga book. I'll read out like the list of things. I'll practice drawing, and hopefully one day I'll get around to actually being able to draw a one of your corpus characters. All right, sound good?
Oh God.
So here are the options I could draw from: girls, fantasy, monsters, science fiction, music,
Science
samurai.
fiction.
What?
Science fiction.
Science fiction?
Yeah.
Okay, let me jump over to the science fiction page. That's 165. All right. So then, from this list, what should I draw? Demon, Bionic Girl, Cyber Pet, Android, Combat Mecha, Octopus, Star Pilot, Princess Nebula, or Reflections?
Star Pilot? I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, also remember this is Japan, so it's gonna be weird. So, Yue, sorry if you're in the chat and I insulted you. Yeah, okay, so you want me to draw this?
Just change the hair and the clothes.
Yeah, I'm gonna color it differently. I'll try my best to change the hair. Again, I'm just gonna, it's a guidebook. So I'm gonna try to like stick to the guidebook as best I can.
I mean, like I said, just what I mean though by it is, for example, Tezzin is white. Okay?
Yeah.
Tezzin is white. He's got a bit of gray. Basically, he has a little bit of gray in his hair, but he's white. Don't draw Tezzin black.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's...
Whereas on the other hand, Jotaro, Cat's father, is black. Don't draw him white. Don't
Actually,
make him a skinny short kid.
I think I'll draw that second because I drew the goblin. A while back, I drew the goblin that they have in this. So I tried to draw the goblin a long time ago,
and
it came out pretty bad. This was how it came out.
Hey, you can't draw anything I can draw.
Because I suck, so I need to get better.
But
so yeah, no. I'll practice the goblin, and then I will draw that Starfire.
I want to draw. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah. Well, again, go check out Shad's brother's channel, and you can learn to draw. Jazza, draw with Jazza.
Actually, I named a character after.
Yeah, I remember
Jazza.
you told me.
His name is Jezza.
Garbage. Don't lie to me.
Jezza. He's Jaltaro's younger brother, and he is crazy.
Sorry, Blurg. I really, really want to like get good enough so I could like draw Thamir. Drawing Thamir would be so freaking dope. Oh, you don't know. Blurg and I are in the same D&D campaign, and my character in that campaign is named Thamir. He's a blade singing hobgoblin who is a freaking Chad. So you remember how Nat 20s work, right, Kat?
Yes.
Like you get hit, it's basically like always gonna kill you no matter what, and it does like a ton of damage.
Yeah.
My character bounced off a nat 20 because of how high his AC was.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah. Granted, Blurg helped me out, and Blurg, I'm not as attached to Norwallen yet. Norwallen is the character I'm playing in Blurg's campaign. When I get around to when I get a little bit more attached to him, I will attempt to draw him as well. Yeah.
But I mean, the only reason I brought it up is, like I said, I don't want you to change my characters.
Yeah, no.
And it's the same
also,
thing.
Don't worry, I never messaged Ryan or any of the other guys about Viso or not Viso, about Tico or Key.
Kai! It's Kai.
Key, yeah.
Kai. His name.
I still feel bad about that because I wasn't expecting them to go that far.
I was not expecting them either.
Yeah. Which, I mean, to be fair, that's just like guys going crazy. Blurg, Blurg, you tell him.
Oh dear God.
No, so Norwallen, I'm playing a cleric of like the Death Domain. So like necromantic shit. And he's an Eastern European. So he can like climb on walls and stuff. Because just axe Muggsykins, Eastern Europeans can just walk on walls.
Oh God. Oh, I did not. Look. Oh, that was no.
Yeah.
Look. It's just, I am tired of it. I am so tired because the Velma thing was like, Why?
Because they're not good enough to come up with their own characters. So they decide to take an existing franchise and use that to hype up characters that aren't even theirs.
Create your own. I said a few parts.
Samuel's trying to get you some more clout.
Hey, Ryan, I have let's just say I contacted Ryan long before I was on Geeks and Gamers. It was hilarious because I didn't go by the Hijabi Gamer. So I contacted him about something and I sent him several emails between me and him back and forth. And then after I was invited down to Geeks and Gamers, I sent him an email. I'm like, yeah, by the way, that's me. It was hilarious. It was like I will not play The Last of Us or any game from Naughty Dog until they apologize to Ryan and all the other people who got strikes over that game.
And they're never going to do it.
That's why I'm never going to buy another Rockstar game. Sorry.
They're mean and they're dumb and they're stupid and dumb and they are dumb and they're dumb and they're dumb. Oh, screaming into the void. That would be fun. Seeing Ryan Kittle screaming into the void. That would be fun. Ryan Kittle and Joker voice in the same video would be amazing.
My God, I found it. I forgot about this. The Galahorn rocket launcher Nerf gun that I never bought. Because it was like $200.
That's hilarious. Oh, I know you're not familiar with the Death Worlders. It's a very, very good science fiction series I've been reading. And in the most recent chapter, Russia got uppity.
Wait, well, what?
They decided to invade. In the book, they decided to invade Kazakhstan.
Okay.
For reasons I'm not going to get into due to spoilers. And I'm just like, okay, this is clearly Hambo, the author, trying to give a little bit of commentary on Ukraine. But it's also really funny to think that no matter what dimension it is, no matter what reality it is, Russia's just getting dominated by third world countries.
Wait. Just one thing. Okay, so the Galahorn, I found out about it July 1st of this year. I just looked it up. It's on Bungie's website, right? This thing is shipping in Q1 of 2023. So July of 2022.
It's just like ordering your sweatshirt again.
That's why I don't buy anything from Bungie. Here it is, though.
I don't buy anything from Bungie. I don't buy anything from Bungie because I think they're a bunch of greedy cunts.
No, I don't buy
YouTube. If you strike me for that, bad YouTube. I will abandon you completely and I'll jump to Rumble.
I don't buy anything from Bungie because they are, first of all, they are ridiculously overpriced, and then they expect you to wait literally months. I mean, the fact that it took nearly a year for them to ship. I mean, I would buy the Destiny Grimoire book, right? Even though it was twice as expensive from Bungie over Amazon. After it took, I'm like, no, I'm going to be buying it from Amazon from now on because screw you, Bungie. You it took 11 months to send. Just no words. And it's like, and they're not cheap.
It's
the
How
Galahorn.
big is it anyway?
It's pretty big. It's a rocket launcher.
That might explain. Well, I mean, rocket launchers are kind of garbage if we're going off Nerf stuff, based on what I remember. Unless they have a capsule that drops a ton of darts.
What do you mean?
The way they're the way they handle rocket launchers and stuff, they have a really, really big dart, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't explode. It's just a very oversized single shot weapon.
Yeah, but in video games, on the other hand, you can have rocket launchers with 3 rockets in a single tube.
Yeah, Samuel, I caught a little bit of it. I had to go take care of some other stuff. I have been watching a lot of her backlogged content. A good bit of it. Yeah. I remember some of the video. I remember the video where she reacted to some of the stuff Steven Crowder was saying, and between that and having talked with Kat about Islam, I really would be interested in seeing her have a talk with Crowder about Islam, because a lot of my preconceptions came from some of his videos, which between again talking with Kat and then my own research, are very much flawed. Not necessarily thinking he's like misleading people intentionally or a bad guy, just misinformed. And I would be very interested to see him discuss this with people. Look up Wutblurg. I'm confused.
I'm confused too. All I know is, you have to keep in mind this is Destiny, and in Destiny, rocket launchers do not work like they do in reality.
Ooh, that's good. That's dope. That is
no
dope.
way.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, if I had the choice of somebody I could live stream, whoever I wanted to live stream with and meet, it would be Shad and Nerdrotic.
Personally, for me, Henry Cavill.
Oh well, I mean, if celebrity-wise,
I'll
Nolan-
way through to the God Emperor of Nerdkind.
Nolan North.
Yeah, or Keanu Reeves. I would also fucking kill to meet Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, that's true. Nolan North, though, as the voice of Ghost, or anyone who's still alive from the A-Team. Dwight Schultz, I think, is still alive, so I would just love to nerd over Dwight Schultz and be like, I nearly joined the Air Force because of you.
Yeah.
There
is a joke I've wanted to say since I learned that fact, but I really, really don't want to say it because it's really, really messed up.
I don't care.
No, it's bad. For 3 reasons it's bad. It's insulting you for being a woman. It's insulting you.
Okay.
It's insulting you for being Arab, and it's also insulting you for being Muslim. It is a horrible joke.
Okay, because
like it's one of those. It's like going back to the like you got urges and you don't act on them. It's like it's a fucked joke. So I've never said it because I know it's fucked. But my brain is just evil.
I just was reading through, like I said, I'm also slowly deleting my tweets, and I found one where it's like trans autistic. It refers to someone who wants to become autistic. It can also be used to describe someone who feels they should become autistic.
That is why
trans autistic individuals are not narcissists.
Absolutely 100%. Second question: Why?
Well, also the spelling is completely broken, so they spelled autistic wrong.
They want to addle their minds. There's a way to have that happen to you. Cut off your oxygen supply for like several hours and then overload it again, and that'll
trans autistic individuals are not necessarily autistic. They can be autistic people who want to acquire another form of autism. In opposition to a cis autistic individual is someone who doesn't want to become autistic and or doesn't feel they should become autistic.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Elon?
Send us to fucking Mars already.
What?
What?
Why?
Are you responding to me or are you responding to Twitter?
No, it's not even Twitter because there are cool people on Twitter. What is wrong with people?
I have no context, Kat.
No, I'm just, like I said, somebody.
Zenny. I'll take that $1 million. Saves those kids from pedos. You okay, Kat? You seem sad.
The only thing worse was the man who thinks he's a woman in a wheelchair, which I think is downright insulting to people who actually need a wheelchair.
Women and people in wheelchairs.
Yes. But
Kat, I have something that's going to cheer you up. Kat, I have something that's going to cheer you up.
What? Is it corporate?
No, you remember that politician that you really, really hate in New Jersey?
Phil Murphy?
Yeah, Phil Murphy.
Yes.
I'm not going to say anything because this could be perceived as a threat.
Oh, that would be so wonderful. The problem is I'm in the same state as him.
Well, Kat, fun fact: Did you know that? Did you know that thanks to a ruling? No, she's fine. She just fucking hates humanity. A ruling thanks to Alexander Hamilton. You can own, or was it Andrew something? I don't remember. Alexander Hamilton or Andrew something. No, she prefers cats. She's a mentally defective person. She prefers cats. You can own nuclear weapons. If you can buy them, you can own them.
Okay.
There's a standard that citizens can own military grade weaponry. There's a standard. You can own nukes.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's hard to store them, but you can go buy one.
yeah, but you know what? I want him elected out of office because I want to see the suffering on his face when he realizes
Never gonna happen.
we hate you.
Establishment Democrats are never leaving. Speaking of establishment Democrats never leaving, let's go
Oh
check.
dear
Let's
God.
go check the midterms. Let's go check the midterm results and see if they've actually managed to get any of the Senate seats counted. Let's see, boys and girls. Have they managed to do
dear.
basic arithmetic? No, they have not.
Oh dear
No,
God.
they have not. It is going to be 3 days tomorrow, and they still have not.
Oh God, I found that person
I
who
heard
was
about
dressed
that.
up
I heard
like
about that, Blurg.
neither. No, no. You know what though? Going through my old Twitter.
I'm gonna take the hump because you didn't specify I couldn't put on a freaking You
Yeah,
didn't
that's true.
specify I couldn't put on like a bomb suit, like the suits they wear to defuse bombs.
No. You don't understand. I just
Oh,
saw.
wow.
I just saw the video of the person who had a dick on their head and was like, "Move that one." I forgot about that, and now I wish I had not remembered. Dear God, humanity! I hate humanity so much.
So do I.
Um.
Let's burn the city to ashes and see what Pow Pow thinks.
No. That trans autistic thing. No.
It's messed up.
And then you guys wonder why I like spending so much
A long
time.
list of things, Blurg. A very long list of things. Predominantly, at least in Western culture, the fact that we don't actually have to try for anything, so we're looking for new challenges to stimulate our minds. And
No.
bad ones. The elusive you. My aunt in Flagstaff, Arizona. Pray for her and her family. Yeah. Well, I mean, Kerry Lake should be winning.
Oh God! Hey, you're not in Jersey.
Yeah.
Pelota lost. I'm so pissed.
Oh, poor cat. Here, I'm gonna give you a little cyber hug. Here you go.
No, that won't work. I wanted Pelota.
Yeah. Was Pelota endorsed by Trump?
I don't care. He was.
Well, no, because like again, I
Feinberg.
told you this. Crowder mentioned on Crowder's stream. There was mentioning that there seems to be a trend. A lot of the people that Trump heavily endorsed got pretty handedly taken out. Yeah, no, Zenny should. I agree, should. There's some sketchy shit in Arizona. Yeah. Poor cat. Poor cat.
Trans autistic.
That is a thing. And it's fucking disgusting.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
We need something happy. We need something happy to end the stream on. We need something happy-go-lucky to end the stream on, boys and girls. What is happy and go lucky? What should we talk about? Anyone got
Corpus.
any happy-go-lucky suggestions?
Corpus.
I don't know enough about the corpus.
Corpus.
I don't know enough about the corpus. We can talk about Destiny. We can talk about that. No, but Destiny's bad.
Destiny.
We could talk about.
Yeah, I found my 70. No, you know what I wanted, which pissed me off? One.
What pissed you off, Kat? Do 10.
They had these every year. They have in Warframe this beach thing, and they have Grineers using Super Soakers. Why are there no Corpus using Super Soakers? I feel like DE is very biased against the corpus.
Oh, of course. Being pro-corporate is being pro-capitalist, which is bad, even though they're a capitalist country. It's like James Cameron. If he did anything that made the capitalists in the movie Avatar look good, he would be pro-capitalism, while making an anti-capitalist film that thrives on capitalism.
Was the corpus the corpus literally worship profit. Come
Yes.
on.
Yes.
What do you expect?
Just like James Cameron does. And he made an anti-capitalist film that generated thousands and thousands and thousands of plastic toys that ended up in a dumpster.
That's beside the point.
Fuck you, it's not bean soup. It's berry soup.
I don't care. The problem is I like the
Apologies
smell.
for that strong language, Blurg. It's not bean soup, it's fruit soup. It's berry soup. Good for you, Zenny.
Wait, my house, what, 1 over 70.
For those who don't know the context, I'm pulling it up on my YouTube's. Hold on. Actually, no, not my YouTube's. I think I have it saved on my. I think I have it saved on my computer somewhere. Yes, Samuel, I have that thing saved on my computer. No, actually, I don't have it saved on my computer. Never mind. Then I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it. Yeah, no, Blurg. It's weird. They're called beans, but it's actually a fruit. It's actually berries, technically.
Oh God, I forgot I hadn't deleted this yet. Dear God.
What?
You
the
know
video
what?
you sent me?
Yes.
How many times have you shown it?
I'm going through my Twitter
No,
deleting it.
Samuel. How many fucking times have you shown it,
You don't want to know how many times he's shown it.
bro?
Oh dear God, I forgot how freaking messed up. No, I didn't forget how messed up this was. I just reminded. I knew it was messed up, but
Can I at least be on the panel Saturday so I can at least defend myself? This is worse. This is worse, Blurg. So much for context. Loki's another person in a Discord server. He posted hardcore pornography.
That's still, you know what? I would prefer the hardcore pornography
There are
over.
12-year-olds in that server.
No, but I would still prefer that over that video I shared with you.
Cat.
The video.
He posted. Now, granted, we managed to sanitize it before the 12-year-olds even noticed, but there are 12-year-olds on that Discord server, and he posted it in the general chat.
Yeah,
Because he's a dumbass.
I mean, no, that was
no,
dumb.
Blurg. If I could find it, actually, I'll go looking for it. I can just. It's. Actually, I've got it in my Gmail. It's like a photoshopped. It's not a photoshopped. It's like a picture. It's like a picture of my face put over something funny.
Look.
Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
That video that I shared with you.
And got a surprise.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Dear God, that no.
All right.
No.
Hold on 1 sec. I'm trying to. I'll download this because I would just share the tab, but my name shows up in that. Oh yeah, Kohai Masochist. It's pretty well done for how quickly she made it. I've got it. That is a video. That is not what I want. There we go. Blurg, this is what it is. And for the context, Kat was like, "Hey, Shadow, you need an Xbox."
Yes, you
And
need an Xbox.
Falk Zod was like, another guy in the streams was like, "Hey, you should work nights." So a person by the name of Kohai Masochist decided to make this.
Again, my brain just broke.
I hate this community. I hate this freaking community.
No, I don't hate this community.
I hate it.
You don't understand. I just saw that video again.
And I saw myself in freaking hooker clothing.
That's that. You know what? I prefer the hooker clothing over that video. Come on, you know the video.
I mean, to be fair, the video she's talking about she's talking about one of the surgeries to go from appearing like a man to appearing like a woman.
Oh
It's
my-
traumatizing.
It is so traumatizing on a level, and then to remember.
Samuel, this is the first time I've ever used StreamYards. I basically just turned it on and we're running with it. I'll make sure to like do some finer stuff and fix that later in the future. Yes, technically a gremlin. What's the difference between a hooker and a gremlin?
I don't even want to know.
I don't either. I don't even know.
I am.
You
Just-
don't even know the feeling.
No, I did
don't
get
even
Gremlins on,
know what's wrong.
Blu-ray.
I've never even heard. I know I've heard of the movie. I've never even seen it. Wait, what the fuck? Which stream? Hold on, which stream? My buddy James. My buddy. Fuck. My stream. Hold on. Someone else apparently used that image.
Which image?
Oh fuck! No! Never mind. Okay. Never mind. He's just fucking with me. Okay.
I am so.
Okay. Now he's asking for a body reveal. He's asking for me to stand up. Okay, fine. I'll stand up, James. This is me standing up. Now what? What do you want to do? You want to fight? Want to go? Let's go. Oh. No, but like, because Samuel joked about like sending that to someone else, and I was horrified. That was like on like someone else had posted that as like not knowing what it was.
Look, I just.
Because like, imagine that becomes a freaking meme template. I mean, granted, we got some really good spicy meme templates from our D&D campaigns, like that husky one.
Remind me, my brain. Seriously,
The one where it's like me.
Oh, yeah, with the glasses.
Please don't. It's the meme where I'm like I'm looking like a husky, and then like it's like the picture of the husky next to me.
Oh yes, that one was good too. Oh, I'm up to
He's telling me it's gonna be
79.
all the Mr. Beast videos. Please no.
I'm up to 79.
Oh, Rumble subs?
Yeah.
Well, let me say you're welcome. Because I'm
just-
gonna need that boat.
No. Oh wait, I never told you about this. So you know how Chicago, how the state of San Francisco, the
No.
poop in the streets, right?
Oh yeah, I know that part.
So I was like making hypothetical. I'm like, okay, so so does that mean in the times of Star Trek, you know, they look back at the great shit cleanup of San Francisco?
Probably.
Or so then I'm like, all right, so we got that. Then I'm like, okay, well, what about Destiny? Whereas like Guardian, San Francisco is off limits due to human fecal matter decontamination.
Even the Oliscany don't go. There's gonna be a mission to LA, and it's gonna be like there's a new enemy type. Like, actually, I would love for there to be like human scavenger enemy types. Like that would be just imagine how dope that would be.
No.
Yeah, Blurg. Wait, Blurg. What'd you say? Oh, send it to you.
Oh God. Where is it?
No, James, Samuel, do not conspire. Do not do this. It's not going to go well for anyone involved. No, Blurg, I scrolled up. Like, what specifically do you want me to talk about, Blurg? Also, if you guys want me to stop talking so Kat can talk, I'll stop talking.
No. We both drive each other absolutely.
Kat seems like she's distracted by Twitter.
No. I'm trying to find that thing about the great shit cleaning of New York. I mean, not of San Francisco. I'm just trying to find it.
Primal. No, so this book, I'm gonna do some drawings and stuff, and this is like based on a goblin that's in the book. I'm gonna do it again and try to be better. Glorg, I don't see what you resaid. Do you mean you want to see the image? It's in the Discord chat. I posted it in the memes in the Discord chat at one point.
Here it is. Here it is. All right, here it is.
Let's see. What
To
is it?
all Guardians, San Francisco is still off limits due to the dangerous human fecal contamination. Or we have Warframe, right? Viso, you've heard about the great San Francisco shit purge, asked Tezen. That was real? Yes, I've seen records. They say the streets ran brown for weeks as they tried to scrub it clean. Poo-poo streets, laughed Duquette like only a child could at potty humor. He'd probably go around bouncing poopy in the streets or something ridiculous. And then there was the Star Trek one. I wonder if people in the future, Starfleet officers, talk about the great San Francisco shit purge before Starfleet headquarters was built there. What?
Sorry, no, he sent me something in DMs that's just fucked. Cum jar, where the bad people go.
Wait, no, I don't want to go where the bad people go. People are crazy. The bad people go to Twitter. No, well, no, because actually, no. You know what? The bad people do not go to Twitter. The bad people are just...
Blurg, this is for you.
Father of lies, come in disguise. Your
What?
It's a video that these fuckers just like love posting on the D&D Discord chat. It's like a cute little doggo.
It's a dog from Father of Lies.
Father of lies, come in disguise. Your cum won't last. There's a snake in my ass. It's fucked. It's really fucked. I'll post it on the Uprising sub.
Okay, find out if you know about how the
Father of lies, come in disguise.
Oh right, I remember something about that. That someone was building houses for people.
Oh yeah, the video I told you about?
No, it wasn't you. Somebody said something about this guy was building like small houses for people.
Yeah, for $1,000. Yeah, I was telling you about that. It was on one of the streams. I was talking about that.
Oh, it was you. Okay.
Yeah, and they got taken down. They got taken down because of because like LA residents didn't like the look of them, and the city government felt that it was inhumane for a person to live in a space that small, but they thought it was perfectly fine for a person to live out on the streets in a tent. Samuel, the infamous Samuel.
Hey, well, I mean,
Zeddy's 100% right on that.
As long as he's sitting.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna pull up the actual video because I think we all need a bit of a laugh. I think we all need. Oh, actually, here. Hold on. I think we all need a bit of entertainment, boys and girls. So I'm gonna quickly get two videos off the Discord that should be fun to just enjoy. These are totally bringing viruses to my computer. He just told me he memorized that shit.
No, well, I mean, okay, here's my question. All right.
Wait, Primal, why are you scared?
At least he's sitting on a throne while doing it instead of
Yep. Anyway, I'm going to open up those two videos. We're gonna start off with a less messed up one, and then we're going to transition over to the really messed up one.
Wait, what do you mean messed up one?
More
messed up than the one that I showed you.
No, that's not too bad. Here we go. So we have the first one.
Oh God.
I say disco, you say party, disco, disco, party, party. I say disco, you say party, disco, disco, party, party. Solo. Fantastic.
Just Russia and America getting along. Right? We all need that.
Yes,
we all need that.
We
now it's time for the other one.
Oh dear God. No. Please don't.
Are you excited?
No, I'm not.
Father of lies, come in disguise. Your cum won't rise. There's a snake in my ass. Come stop me fast. Fuck your dad. Come high to the morning sky. Think come from my pound until I Arthur with a cock in my ass.
Samuel's gonna enjoy this. Zay, I am so sorry.
It's just insane.
It is a work of art.
Hey, it's better than that video I showed you.
Yes, it's South Park humor.
It is so much better than the video I showed you.
Zenny, I should have given a bit more warning. I apologize. I forgot you were in the chat. Yeah, James, your comments are working, man. Kat, I'm sorry, but to be fair, you did show me that video without warning, so call this payback.
Yeah, I cannot deny it. That video, I mean,
That was good.
hey, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it was good.
And so
Ross
much
is good.
better than
Hey, Zenny liked it as well.
look,
Blurg, it's on the Discord. Anyway, I think that's, before we get more depressed, I think that's a good way to leave the stream off. What do you think, Kat?
well, let's see. Does anybody want to sleep or no? Oh God, I wish I could draw.
Anyway, yeah, so let's finish off with some shout outs, and then I think we're good. So
Okay.
on your end, there's Friday Night Royal Rumble tomorrow
Yes.
night. There's also Screaming into the Void on Saturday. And then for yourself, you stream on Saturdays and Sundays?
Yes. Though usually Saturday, I'm not sure. It depends on Sunday. Sometimes I actually try to be responsible and mature and do stuff that I'm supposed to do, like laundry.
I don't.
I need to fold my laundry.
And then a few shout outs for Samuel's going to be streaming later tonight. Go check him out. And then channels. There's Legion Talk, Joker Voice, Rogue Disney, Blurg. Go check out Blurg's channel. Yes, he's a high schooler, so some of his stuff is cringe, but I mean, hey, I got to shout him out. Hopefully he'll shout me out. Also, go check out Go check out the Hijabi Gamers channel.
Keeper of the Corpus Marketing.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, you guys are here on my channel. I'm stream basically whenever I have time to sit down and stream. I am currently finishing up a private Total War Warhammer campaign. After I'm done with that, I'm either going to stream a Yin Yin campaign on that game or maybe something with the Dark Elves. I don't really know yet. And then Sunday is going to be, this week I should have a Sunday Chill Skyrim stream starting at like 9 or 10 a.m. And yeah, see you, Zenny. Happy Veterans. Oh, wait, it's Veterans Day?
No, it's not.
Wait, Zenny said Happy Veterans Day.
It's not that.
Hold on.
You want to
When is
know
it?
how I know it's not? Because we don't have
it's
veterans.
tomorrow. It's tomorrow. She's saying it for tomorrow. Yeah. All right.
It's tomorrow?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
don't we have any sales for Veterans Day?
Because people fucking hate veterans, even though they give everything for this
I don't
country.
hate veterans.
Wait, we're ending on a good, happy note. We're ending on a really funny video. Thank you all for watching. And also, hope you enjoyed the Merry Madness. Bye, y'all. Can't say bye, it's rude.
I don't want to say bye. Bye-bye. You said bye-bye. Bye-bye, cat.